I was going to teach you guys how to use the Trifold. And I wanted to jump in the car and show you guys how I use my Trifold, how I use my license, registration, and proof of insurance put together so smoothly, how my hands are already up at touchdown position before the cop comes up. I've got my license, registration, proof of it. I have everything ready to go up here. The very first thing that you want to do, since you're being pulled over by the cops, you want to establish your touchdown position with your arms. Do you see how I'm doing it? You see how I'm doing it? This arm is up and in the window, just like a goalpost. My hand can be seen right here through the window. This is the first step that you're going to do to establish that you are not armed. The cop's behind me. He's got his lights on. I'm going to establish touchdown position with my arms. I don't want to die because I got pulled over and my hands weren't at a touchdown position. Do you see that? I don't want that cop to kill me. I have established my touchdown position. My hand is in the window. My other arm is holding the phone. The copper can see my phone through the back window, so he can see my phone. The phone lights up. My other hand's in my window. That cop right now can see both of my hands, and so the likelihood of me being shot, sorry about that, it drops significantly. See there? I caught the phone because I don't want to die because I'm reaching down. Don't want to reach down. Elbow goes in the windowsill right there. The cops pulled me over. Cool. Right here, I've got my license, my registration, and my proof of insurance. I got everything right there. See that? My hands never got to go below the steering wheel. I never have to reach anywhere else. Not at all. I don't got to reach anywhere at any time. This is as far as I got to go right there. That's it. That's as far as I go right there. See there? My hands are up in the air. The cop cannot mistake my hands in the air. This camera phone is a giant light. My other hand is right here. Got my window slightly cracked 3 or 4 inches. My doors are locked. Now, cop is going to want my license, registration, and proof of insurance. I've got it right there. Boom. Right there is everything, including a copy of my identification laser copied. My hands never left below the steering wheel. Do you see how that works? Do you see how that works? Now, he's going to say license, registration, proof of insurance. I'm going to give that to him. There you go. He's got my license, registration, proof of insurance. I've now provided everything I have to provide by law. I gave him my license, my registration, my proof of insurance. I had it ready to go for him because I knew this moment would come, that I would be in the situation with the cop behind me and I would need my license, my registration, and my proof of insurance. If you live in America, you will be getting pulled over. Now, he's going to say to me, do you know how fast you were driving? Do you know why I pulled you over? I pulled you over for NRS code, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to reply to him as I slide my Trifold down from my visor. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm going to show it right to him. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm not going to answer or play that game of, do you know how fast I was going? Do you know why I pulled you over? I'm not here to play that game with you. That's not the game I started my day off doing, and that's not what I'm going to do now. The answer is no. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If he asks another question, I'll show him the list here. It says right there, don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me where I'm going. Everything I need to provide by law is in the slip below. I got it on delete laws. That's where I got it. I don't have to answer any questions at all. Well, where are you going? I'm going to look right at the camera, not the jackboot, and I'm going to say, I've already invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's right here in writing. It's a clearly established Fifth Amendment from 1793. That's my Fifth Amendment right. I've given him everything he's supposed to get. That's it. That's how I respond. My hands have never gone anywhere but here. Do you see that? I'm not going to get shot. Do you get it? And I got to check that jackboot thug pig who I always have wanted to check, but I didn't really know how to check him just right. By invoking your Fifth Amendment right, he cannot ask you another question. His questioning ability has come to an end. You guys have seen me do it on the DUI stop. When I went through the DUI checkpoint, he said, "Do you have anything to drink tonight?" And I said, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." And he said, "Have a nice night." You can't question me anymore after I invoke my clearly established Fifth Amendment right. And then you can check that jackboot thug pig. You don't have to put up with that nonsense. You don't got to put up with that. This is how it works. This is how you do it. If I need to hold my arm up, look at this. Look what I'll do. I'll take my armrest right there and I stick my elbow right on it. Do you see how I do that? You see that? Your arms go to a touchdown position. That's how your arms do it. Your arms go to a touchdown position. You see this arm elbow bend right there? Phone's at the top of it. There's the top of the goalpost. There's the other side of the goalpost. Now I've got a touchdown position. Copper can't say I was reaching. Copper can't say nada. I had my license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go for the jackboot thug pig. I had everything ready to go. License, registration, proof of insurance, everything was together on a laminated card. I already laminated it. I took my time to do it because I don't want this jackboot thug pig to have any kind of power over me. I gave you everything I have to give you required by law. Leave me alone at that point. I'm not going to play the game of why'd you pull me over. I'm not going to play the game of do you know how fast I was going. No, 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 no. We've seen time and time and time again that you end up going in torture cuffs, that you end up going to jail. You have to use the trifold. Then the cop says, "You know what? I want to search your car." And you say, "Okay, sure, you can search my car." And then you get out of the car. And then you turn around and you pull your trifold out and you say, "You know what? I revoke consent. If I can give consent, then I can revoke consent." And I revoke consent. United States versus Williams, 2018, 1991, Florida versus Gemino. Both say that if I can give consent, I can revoke consent. I revoke consent on camera. Now, from the 1914 case of Weeks called the exclusionary rule, he can no longer search. He has to stop searching. Anything he finds after the search, after you revoke consent, is no longer admissible in a court of law. If you have it on camera, doesn't matter what you have in your car after that point. You gave consent. He took your consent, used your consent. You revoked that consent, and then he searched your car anyway. It's now the exclusionary rule. No longer can he use it. Fruit of the Poisonous Tree from 1961, Matt versus Ohio. He shouldn't have asked for consent because you reinstated your Fourth Amendment right. Because if you can give consent, you can revoke consent. You have to have the trifold on you. You have to have it done properly. This is your position. Copper can't say he's scared. Look at that. You can see both of my limbs. You can see everything. My hand's up here. I have everything rubber banded in to my visor. I've got everything right there. That's how we roll every day when we roll. I never, ever, ever don't have documents and everything ready to go. Why don't you have your insurance, your proof of insurance, and your registration? Why don't you have both of those on a laminated card up in your visor? How come you don't have your registration and your proof of insurance on a laminated card up in your visor? Why don't you have it done? You're gonna get pulled over, Jack. You're gonna get pulled over. And then you're gonna say, "Man, I saw that guy's video. He showed me exactly how to do it. And boy, did I F this up. I had to turn my camera off to get my insurance out. And that's when he popped Johnny in the mouth." Who did? The cop? Yeah. He just hit him in the mouth? Yeah. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. You got a video of that? Oh man, it's right when I had to turn my phone off to get my insurance. Why don't you have your insurance and registration? Why don't you have it put together? Why don't you have a trifold in your car? It's absolutely ridiculous that you don't have one of these in your car. You get it on deletelaws.com. About that, I see the microphone was not on. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? How's everybody doing? Are you guys going to meet me over on X? Meet me on the X platform. Let's make sure that we're able to kind of guide the train a little bit, show people where I am going to have to go. It's almost like it's the landing ground for when people, for people who get kicked off or canceled. So that's. Meet me on X. Make sure you guys meet me on X. Here's the link to get over there and chat. What is going on? 2-for-1 trifolds today. What is going on? 2-for-1 trifolds. If you get one, you get two. If you get two, you get four. 2-for-1 trifolds today. You guys just saw the whole breakdown of the trifolds. 2-for-1 trifolds. What is going on? What is going on? We got a million videos. Happy Saturday, everybody. We got a million videos to look at today. We have so many videos. I don't even think you understand. There's so many cops who are good. There's so many good police officers in America that we have so many videos. We got so many videos. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Joel Juppus, what's going on? Gary Bryant is in the hizzy. Ryut Serious Audits, Kevin Brzezinski, Joe W. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Jeff Hates Pigs. Do I have Jeff Hates Pigs? Oh, there it is. There's Jeff Hates Pigs. He's over here on X. Jeff Hates Pigs. Jeff Hates Pigs over on X. What is going on, Playboy? Oh, there it is. I'm just catching up to the X stream. The X stream is a little bit behind. So we have so many videos. I mean, you have no idea. There's like, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many cop videos today. Like I went on the computer today and I put cop videos in, show me some nasty coppers. And right away I was inundated. It was unbelievable. There was so many videos that popped up on the screen. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So I was like, what are we gonna do? Ooh, let's watch them. Watch. This first one you're gonna see, man, whatever you do when you watch this video, don't call them pigs. Don't you call them pigs. They don't want you calling them pigs. Don't you dare. Can you read the headline here? Let me just make sure. Chevy, can you see that? Can you see that, bad boy? It says, Sheriff's Deputy Connor Bracken fired and charged after killing 7 dogs during animal welfare check. Veterinary paperwork weeks earlier gave dogs the clean bill of health. So, you know, officer of the, look at this guy, man. Can you believe he'd kill 7 dogs like that? I mean, why would you do that? Put it in the comment section. JBTP, Jack Booth, Thug.
Deputy in West Tennessee is charged with animal cruelty tonight, accused of killing 7 dogs. While Respect County Sheriff's Deputy in West Tennessee is charged with animal cruelty tonight, accused of killing 7 dogs while responding to a call. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says on November 4th, Connor Bracken responded to a call requesting to check on some dogs at a home in Bethel Springs, Tennessee. That's about 2 hours due east of Memphis. Officials say that once at the scene.
I mean, can you help me out here? Does everybody notice that he's wearing a Captain America t-shirt? After killing dogs, like the most American thing there is dogs.
In Bethel Springs, Tennessee.
In Bethel Springs, Tennessee.
That's about 2 hours due east of Memphis. Officials say that once at the scene, Bracken began shooting at the dogs, killing 7 of them.
What? I'm so sorry. Listen to this again.
Once at the scene, Bracken began shooting at the dogs, killing 7 of them. Days later, a warrant was issued for his arrest. Bracken turned himself in. He is currently out on bond. To a call, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says on November 4th, Connor Bracken responded to a call requesting to check on some dogs at a home in Bethel Springs, Tennessee. That's about 2 hours.
So do you think he works for McConair County Sheriffs, or do you think he works... What department does he work for, though? What's the information? What is the man arrives home to find his 7 dogs shot dead by a police deputy? Oh God, let's see what this is. Okay, so this is in here. Let's read it together so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so this says, let's see. We got the first line already. Connor Bracken, a 24-year-old deputy with the McNairy County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee. Okay. You guys, hang on one second. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so this is the police department where they had the dog shooter here. They had the dog shooter right here. So hang on for 1 second here. Okay, so this one's gonna be fun. I gotta admit. I mean,
the sheriff's office, press 1. For the jail, press 2. For the clerk's office. Please hold the line while we try to connect you. McNair County Jail.
hey, how you doing? Is sheriff or someone in charge over there I can talk to real fast about this Connor Bracken situation over there?
Yeah, you can call back Monday morning and speak with the receptionist.
Oh, dadgummit. I was hoping on Saturday here where I had a little bit of time. You know, I got to work so hard every day. I just had a little bit of time to redress government from what I'm seeing here because this guy Connor, he is making the good police look real bad. And I'm upset and I wanted to air my grievances.
I understand.
I won't have time on Monday because I'm going to have to be back at work. So is there someone there that can listen to me for a minute and so I can let y'all know exactly what I think?
No, sir.
Oh, really? Because the thing is that Connor, y'all should have seen Connor coming a mile away. It's because nobody wants to be police no more because all the bad videos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, I thought you hung up on me or something. I was like,
No.
holy Sam hell. So I think it's just the fact that most people don't want to be police no more because all the bad videos we seeing and stuff. And I think that the police department is in such a pinch that they can't get nobody to sign up no more because, well, we seen these videos, cops beating, hurting, kicking, punching, maiming, shooting, killing, doing all those kinds of crazy things. And I don't think any good person wants to do that no more. So, you know, it's like you only are attracting the worst of the worst. You're just getting a bunch of psychopath losers signing up now because they know they can get away with killing people. So now our police department's inundated with ex-military 10 years over in Iraq, and God bless them for their service, but they get back here, they bring the war back here. Next thing you know, you got people like Connor out there shooting people's dogs. I'll tell you what, I seen that, made me so mad, I about spit.
Well, I'm glad we got good officers like you out there.
What's that?
I said I'm glad we have good officers like you out there.
Well, I'm not an officer. I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded on a record, but it's not that so much. It's just so much that I'm always trying to find out a way to celebrate the police. And then I see a situation like this and I think to myself, well, gosh darn it. I tell you what, they probably could have seen Connor coming from a mile away, but they got to take any old retard they can get now because nobody wants to sign up. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to sign up for that no more. So we're in a real bad situation here. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully someday we can break through this monotony. But I think until the policy, procedure, and protocol that the police followed today, it looks so bad on camera. You know, even if someone is doing something wrong, illegal, breaking the law, doing something criminal in nature, just that whole thing where they're getting held down by the police with their knees and their back and their neck, and they're cuffing them up in them chains on their wrists, and they're getting gouged, and then they're putting a little tiny slot, and they're claustrophobic, and they get strapped in. Sometimes they get sprayed with chemicals or electricity. I think that's the ongoing real problem. That kind of stuff is allowed to do to American citizens day in and day out, and we're seeing it on video. And I think that's turning the public against the police at large. What do you think?
I'm glad to talk to you tonight, but we're going to do shift change now.
Oh, yeah?
You can call back Monday.
What's it? Well, you know what? What was your name again, honey? Because that sure was nice talking to you. I appreciate you letting me say what I think. Because the thing is that these are just basic thoughts. These are just basic out loud thoughts. They're nothing that has to do specifically pertaining to what Connor did when he went over there and killed them 7 dogs. But, you know what I'm saying, just in general, it looks real bad for the police, right?
No comment.
Yeah, I know you can't comment. I'm sorry, what was your name again, darling? Should I just call you darling? Is that okay?
No, my name is Sergeant Amanda Parker.
Oh, you're sergeant? You're a police sergeant?
No. I'm not on the police force.
Oh, but you called the sergeant as well?
We run a jail also.
Oh, you run a jail, so you're a sergeant in the jail. I'm sorry, I was just...
Okay, so it is nice speaking with you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye now, darling. I mean, I think that was pretty close to the truth, wasn't it? I mean, that was pretty close to spot on, even if it was JD with his southern draw. That was pretty much Chevy. I mean, didn't you think so? I mean, not that I'm trying to pat myself on the back or anything, but I thought that was pretty much in a nutshell. If we were gonna scope it down to something, it's the torture, it's the electricity, it's the chemical spray in the face, it's the I can hit you with sticks, and if you retaliate in any way or try to defend yourself, even you'll be charged with attacking a cop. Right? It's that there's no third party to come in and stop the madness when it gets crazy. It's these things, right? I mean, am I wrong about this? I'm just checking. Smell test. You want to make sure that chicken's still good. You do not want to eat bad chicken. I'll tell you that right now. You eat bad chicken, you ain't. There it is. You bad chicken. You bad chicken.
Sarasota Police Department.
Oh, this is rich. I mean, this right here, this video. There's videos that come around once in a while. Remember, 2-for-1 trifolds today. 2-for-1 trifolds today. You buy 2, you get 4. You buy 3, you get 6. Holy smokes! 2-for-1 trifolds today. 2-for-1 trifolds today. Today, Saturday only. Today only. This video right here. You guys are going to love it. This is exactly the kind of video when you're scrolling along, you go, man, I hope there's a real doofus online today. And it's every day there is. Let me just say this and then I'll get to the video. I apologize. Every single day, there's never a shortage of content. Coppers, you don't want to be disrespected. The police don't want to be talked bad about. They don't want to be talked down to. They don't want to do any of those things. But every day, there's never a shortage of new videos. Or maybe we can hash an old video where they never made it right. Thanks, Stomper, for gifting out. What's up, little monkey? What's going on, Brzezinski? Nice. What is going on, Jeffrey? Chevy! What's up, Playboy Jeff? Joel, what's up? Bree, how are you, Joe? LSR, what up? Friend, a fake Southern accent is less offensive to them than a bona fide Yankee accent. Oh, so you think I should go down there and talk like that? Like I got a New York accent a little bit? Talk like this a little bit? When you go to learn how to do a New York accent, the thing that they do is they teach you, when you go to school there, to the different classes they offer in Los Angeles, they teach you to take your tongue and always make sure you're sticking your tongue to the front of your teeth. If you really want to get the New York accent, the real New York, it said you take the tongue and you stick it to the back of the teeth every time you're talking. Sometimes your tongue comes out of your mouth because you're talking with the tip of your tongue coming to the front of your teeth like that all the time. So, you know what? We could try. I don't know. I have to work on my New York accent a little bit. I think about it a little bit. I have to watch a little bit of New York accent, watch a little bit of TV with some mafioso on them. But I just remember specifically when I went to an accent school here in Los Angeles a long time ago. And they said, take your tongue and put it to the front of your teeth, to the back of your teeth. And that's how you're always talking. If your tongue is in the back of your teeth, you're going to get a New York accent. Now, this is what I have. Coffee, right? Going to get the coffee. All right, this is a great video.
How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at the officer.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I'll just call the chief, that's it.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see
You
your
know who I
license?
am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance,
Oh my, he did not just say.
please? I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it
I'll
was.
just call the chief, that's it.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I
You
see
know
your
who I
license?
am, right?
You know who I am, right? You badass.
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
You gonna do this?
Yes, sir.
Big mistake.
I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
Officer Bespin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? 7 years, sir.
This guy is an arrogant ass.
Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you? I'm not
Oh, so he's a sovereign citizen. He doesn't have to have his registration on him like you and I do. Our car could be impounded for not having registration.
asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay, sir.
What are you talking about? She pulled you over for speeding like they do everybody.
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to you.
Okay. You want your paperwork? 14 dispatch. Can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Whoa, this guy is an arrogant D-I-C-K.
You don't want your paperwork?
6140,
You don't have to worry.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I have nothing to say.
You are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
He's got, is that like a South African accent? Is that what that is? He's got a very funny accent, doesn't he?
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration. All
Right.
right. You're going to be
Right
issued a
here.
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is
Right here.
256. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to
It's on
plead
the
guilty,
camera.
an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. You've been bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do
You think you're winning?
require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license.
Why are you lying?
Yep.
What? Did he just become a First Amendment auditor in the blink of a hat? Did you guys just see that? Did you just? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm thoroughly amused with this video. Like,
You must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your
otherwise they're gonna go ahead. Let me get my face off screen so you guys can see it. Watch him thrust this camera forward like he's defending himself with mace.
license.
Why are you lying?
Look at, why are you lying?
You have 30 days
Why
to
are you
reply.
lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in
When your
case you have any
supervisor
questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll
I gotta see you guys. I'm so sorry. We gotta see her. Autoplay.
Why are you lying?
phone number on the bottom in
When your
case you have any
supervisor
questions. When my supervisor comes.
Okay, Sarasota County. There it is. City of the Sarasota County. So, clerk of the court, county, Karen E. Rushing.
I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citation's over. You can accept them. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Frangiani told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin.
Hey, Martin. Hold on a second. You can go back to the station. Hey, Martin.
Go to the station. Yep, go to the station. In your car.
I just wanted to
So 7 years might not turn into wait.
7 years might not turn into wait.
Stay in your car.
Stay in your car, he says to the copper.
I just want to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station.
Go ahead and take off.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, Martin. Look, Martin stands there just knowing that nothing's going to happen to him. Martin just stands there. Look how confident Martin stands. Take a look at him. Because he has zero consequences for his actions, he won't have to pay for anything. Nothing. He won't be reprimanded. Nothing happens to him. He doesn't have, let me put it to another way. Even worse, he doesn't have any fear of anything happening to him. He believes right here as he stands there, like the biggest douche in the history of douches, that nothing is going to happen to him, that he is completely free and clear of anything bad happening to him. Put a 1 in the chat if that's an absolute fact. He looks like he believes that absolutely nothing is going to happen to him. Put a 1 in the chat. I put a 1 in the chat over on X. He pathetic. Look at this dude. All right, let's play it out and let's do a little research after this.
Yep.
Is that on?
I have to leave it on.
And then what? And then it cuts out. Sarasota. What? This was his apology. Congressional candidate apologizes. Here it is. Here's his. Well, let's go down this a little bit. I'll pull up that apology in 1 second, but let's just see if there's any other links. That's it. Okay. Congressional candidate threatens to ruin police officer's career over traffic stop, apologizes. Mark Hyde, a congressional candidate from Sarasota area, has released a public apology at a recent traffic stop where he threatened to end the career of a police officer who pulled him over. And the other cop who comes up calls him Martin. I tried to bully her, Hyde told the February 14th traffic stop. I'm not proud of it. The incident happened at the corner of Fruitville Road and Euclid Avenue. The entire police captured the officer's body-worn camera. Look at this douchebag. So in other words, if he's not currently a sitting member of Congress or of the city council or whatever he's running for, that means he has enough money that he has been influencing policy and influencing elections with money for a while. If that supervisor who comes on the scene knows this guy who's running for office as Martin, well, Martin's been doing this for a while. Martin's spending some money. Martin is investing in the people. Let's finish this letter off real quick. Less than 30 seconds into their action, Hyde says, "You know who I am, right? I'll just call the chief about that." The video shows Hyde questioned the officer's nationality when she returns with the citation. "Is your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?" he asked her. Shows a congressional candidate threatened to end the cop's career. He's a Trumper. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. My Trumping friends. On every side, right? Even on the abolish slavery side, right? Clearly, those were the good guys, right? But even on the abolish slavery side, there were assholes, right? Now, I'm not saying that MAGA is full of assholes. No. I'm saying that MAGA has some of the best assholes. You know what I'm saying? The best assholes on the planet are on MAGA, right? I mean, can we agree? I mean, a little bit, right? A little bit. I mean, we saw the liberal tears, right? That was ridiculous. What was the most classic entitled MAGA ever? The guy getting arrested in the airport who says, "You treat me like black people." Do you remember that? Listen, I hate them both equally, okay? So if you want to unsubscribe because I don't like Kamala the witch and I don't like the dumpster fire, well, do you? But this guy's a classic. It's classic. The officer called. So he's really empowered because the Trump really loves the coppers. The officer called for a supervisor to respond and so called a backup unit. The driver was being uncooperative. We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespected. Hyde said to one of the officers who responded as backup, we're going to make sure she pays the price for being disrespectful. Dude, could you imagine if you or I said that? If you or I made the statement to a backup officer about another officer that we're going to make sure that that one pays the price, could you imagine what would happen to me? Could you even imagine what would happen to me if I said, we're going to make that one pay the price for disrespecting me? I'm going to make that one pay the price. No, I just called the bailiff a pig. I put in jail for months and months. Hyde spoke with the WFLA on Wednesday about the traffic stop and said he happened to be in a grumpy mood that day, so that's why he threatened the cop. He said he respects cops, law enforcement, and added that his oldest son is a sheriff's deputy. Oh, well, there's his entitlement right there. He's the daddy of a sheriff, so that means he's. So this isn't a question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting the way he regrets. Well, shoot. If that was me or you, we would have been in the car in cuffs. But, I'm sorry, and I'd like to think that I'll learn from it. I'd like to think other people might learn something from it, too. Yeah, Martin, we learned that you're an asshole. We learned that you're a world-class asshole, that you are the typical multimillionaire asshole. That's what you are. That's what you are. Here's his social media post. Just over a week ago, I was stopped in Sarasota for speeding. During the stop, I was belligerent and rude to the cop. Much interest has been shown in local media and many comments made as to my behavior. I'm not going to justify my poor temper on that day or to attempt to mitigate it in any way. There will be some who will say that it's not the first time I've acted out, and they'd be right. I have faults, and one of them is to be overly aggressive on occasion when I'm challenged. In the political arena, that's possibly a good thing, but on a personal level, it is not. I apologize to the officer in question, and now I'm apologizing to the community as a whole. So you will accept my apology, and if you do not, you will be cast to stone. I'm going to do my utmost to behave better moving forward. Oh, well, thanks so much, Emperor. I'm not running away as though that's not in my nature. There's nothing more I can say or will say on this subject other than I'm sorry for any offenses caused to anyone, and you will accept it. You will accept it.
You threatened her position. Why did you do that?
I tried to.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to get to here, folks. I didn't know we were going to get all the way over to here. This is going to be good. This is going to be really good. Let's watch how uncomfortable this multimillionaire is. Watch his body behavior. Watch him.
You threatened her position. Why did you do that?
I tried to bully her. I mean, I'm not proud of it. She knew. And if you watch the video, the other cops, when they came up and said, you know who that is too. And the reason they said that.
What? 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 I thought this was an apology video. I'm sorry. It's only 15 seconds. Let's watch it again and help me find the apology in this apology video. Because I've done this before, and I purposely fucked it up because I realized there was nothing you're going to say.
You threatened her position. Why did you do that?
I tried to bully her. I mean, I'm not proud of it.
And now, but wait a minute. Here's why I'm right.
She knew. And
here's why she should have respected me. Because I'm somebody in this world, and she should have known that.
If you watch the video, the other cops, when they came up and said, you know who that is too.
Oh, see, they all knew who I was. They all dropped down on their knees and blew me.
And the reason they said that isn't because I'm important, but because they know I've spent hundreds of hours working on behalf of causes for Sarasota Police Department, for its pay, for officers' discipline.
Oh, so you're a friend of the coppers, so the other coppers should blow you.
To help them out. And
to help them out? He says, I'm the biggest cop sucker, so you should never mess with me.
Because they know I've spent hundreds of hours working on behalf of causes for Sarasota Police Department, for its pay, for officers' discipline, to help them out. And therein lies the irony. My own son, my oldest son, is a deputy sheriff. And so this isn't
an apology. So far, this is validating what I did. They know who I am. Don't you know what I've done? My son's a cop. Where's the apology?
A question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting in a way that he regrets. But
did he just say, okay, in first person, did he just, is it third person or first person? What is it? What is that when you say the way Chili feels about this broadcast? Oh, it's Rising Tides. What's going on? Rising Tides outreach. Somebody bitch slap that tick. I mean, the way Chili DeCastro feels about this is that Chili DeCastro was right. Woo! I've seen some rich shit in my life. Nothing's quite as rich as this dick. You got it right, Rising Tides Outreach. You got it exactly correct. Listen to this rich dick's logic.
Of Martin Hyde disliking cops now. And therein lies the irony. My own son, my oldest son, is a deputy sheriff. And so this isn't a question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting in a way that he regrets. But
you're the one apologizing. You don't talk about yourself in first person or third person, whichever it is. You don't talk about yourself that way. You say, my name is Martin Hyde and I apologize.
It's, I am sorry.
He kind of throws it away. Did you see that? You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kind of sorry. A little bit sorry. I'm a little bit sorry. Aren't you sorry? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Sheriff. And so this isn't a question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting in a way that he regrets. But I am sorry. And I'd like to think that I'll learn from it. I'd like to think other people might learn something from it too. Nobody wants to see themselves in a swimsuit if they're overweight, and nobody wants to see themselves losing their cool.
While I'm at it, hold my beer. Let me offend fat people. Nobody wants to see themselves in a swimsuit when they're overweight. Hey, bud, how long you been in America for? How long you been here? Look like you've been here for a while. You got a funny accent, but you've been here a while. Most of my family's overweight. Most of my family's overweight. None of my cousins, none of them are in the slightest bit disappointed when they put a swimsuit on. They don't care. They don't give a shit. It doesn't consume them at all, not at all whatsoever. These are people who you have to tell them, hey, you got to trim your nose hairs, bro. Your nose hairs are too long. You think they put on a swimsuit and they're like, oh man, I'm so disappointed. Like this guy's world class fumble.
And I don't know that in isolation, if it wasn't that I was running for public office, that anybody would have any great interest, because it's really a dog chases cat story, except for the political aspect. I think people need to get a little bit of perspective. Great wants to see themselves in a swimsuit if they're overweight, and nobody wants to see themselves losing their cool. And I don't know that in isolation, if it wasn't that I was running for public office, that anybody would have any great interest, because it's really a dog chases cat story.
No. I'm sorry, brother. Let me help you out. It's that 99.99% of us wouldn't tell the cop when she says, give me your registration. We wouldn't say, no, I don't have it. 99.9% of us wouldn't tell the cop, do you know who I am? You're going to lose your job. It's because you used your money and your influence and your power to be a total piece of shit. And then he still has not apologized. He can't figure out why it's a big deal. Well, it's because you, dude. Because, hey, Martin, that's why. That's the problem here, Martin. That you're the problem, Martin.
Except for the political aspect.
No, it's not the political aspect. It's that you are an asshole, Martin.
I think people need to get a little bit of perspective. While I'm sorry, and while I accept that it shouldn't have happened, there are many, many worse things that happen all over the world.
All right, let's move it along. Move it along. I said I was sorry. Move it along, everybody. I said I was sorry. This is over.
World every single day. And part of the reason I'm running is to make sure that we live in a better world. So I got to do my part, and I accept that. It's to make things and dog chases cat story, except for the political aspect. I think people need to get a little bit of perspective. While I'm sorry, and while I accept that it shouldn't have happened.
No. He says some people should get perspective while I'm sorry. Hey, while I'm sorry.
While I'm sorry.
While you're sorry? It's like the foregone conclusion that we have to accept his apology. It's that you have just determined that you're sorry, that you apologize, and that's it. And we're done here. Move along. Move along, everybody. We're done here. We're done here, okay? That's it. We're done here. It's that you're such an asshole, and you don't even realize how big of an asshole you are. You talk about entitlement. You're the most entitled, rich asshole. Let's go a little further. Let's see if he won his.
And while I accept that it shouldn't have happened, there are many, many worse things that happen all over the world every single day. And part of the reason I'm running is to make sure that.
And I'm running because I'm going to do it better than everybody else. What's his name? Martin Hyde. What was the date of this? Everybody else won. This is 3 years ago. Let's see what happened. Martin Hyde election results. Sarasota. Vern Buchanan defeats Martin Van Hyde in District 16 primary. There you are, dude. That's you are a gigantic PRICK. You are, my friend, and you, because you're such a prick, you're gonna have all that money though, bro. You're rich for sure. The way you behaved.
No.
You're rich.
What? You want to step outside?
You running your mouth now? You running your mouth now, bitch? Are you, bitch? What's up? You got something to say? You got something to say, motherfucker?
Oh, YouTube might demonetize this video, guys. It has aggressive sounds, and then it shows slight aggression. YouTube's probably going to demonetize this.
You're running your mouth now.
What? You want to step outside?
So he says, do you want to step out of the car? The guy in the cuffs says, do you want to take me out of the cuffs and step out of the car? And the cop's response is, no, I'll beat you while you're chained.
Mouth now? You're running your mouth now, bitch? Are you, bitch? What's up? You got something to say? You got something to say, motherfucker? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Shut your dumb ass up.
A Denver police officer charged today with harassment for allegedly hitting a juvenile in custody after an arrest.
This happened November 3rd. The department says Officer Dat Trong was placed on desk duty 3 days later, will remain there until the investigation is complete.
Wait, hold on a minute. I'm so sorry. Help me understand this. Anywhere else in the world, if you chain somebody up and then punch them and they can't fight back, you don't get suspended with pay. You get arrested and charged with crimes. This is on video. No more need investigation. No more investigation is needed. We've seen the beginning, the middle, and the end of the video. They had him in custody for whatever crime they're saying he did. And then they're taking him down to a dungeon. Along the way, the cop reaches back and punches him several times. We don't see where the punches land. I'm sure that the hospital report or the pictures, if there was any taken, will show it. So, but this, when you take a look at what this news here says, it says, officer placed on non-patrol assignment. Officer placed on non-patrol assignment. That would mean that he's still assigned to be a cop when he can't control himself. When he's already got somebody in chains in the back, he's going to jump back there and do a little street justice and beat on the guy. And he's 17 years old. You're letting 17-year-old kids get under your skin that much?
He's been with the department for 10 years. And
so how many people he's been beaten for 10 years?
Set to appear in court March 5th.
Who's set to appear in court? The cop for doing the beating? Is that what you're talking about here? Harassment? It should have been a felony assault. Oh, so the cop's charged with harassment? Convicted of misdemeanor harassment. What? Here, I'll bring this over to you guys so you guys can see it. Denver police officer was found guilty of hitting a handcuffed juvenile during an arrest. Court documents show that Adams County Sheriff's convicted Dat Trong on Friday of misdemeanor harassment. How was that not battery? Of hitting a juvenile already in custody, November 3rd. Trong is scheduled for sentencing December 16th. Denver police joining the department in 2014. Sentencing is December 16th of this year. Oh, no, it was of last year. So now let's see what his sentence was. A Denver police officer Friday. Trong. Let's do this. Jury trial starts right here. Guilty of striking. Okay, this is 1 day ago. This is 1 day ago. You guys can still see what I'm seeing, hopefully. This is just 1 day ago at this. Juries find Denver police officer guilty of harassment for how square this circle for me, just so make it make sense for me. Just real fast. Let me take that stupid advertisement off there. So square this circle for me. How in the world, how is striking somebody harassment? How is striking somebody harassment? How is that? If you hit a copper when they were in handcuffs, what would you be charged with? How is striking somebody harassment? How is it? Janelle Brown's here, everybody. What's going on? Chevy. V. Boyer was here for a while. I saw her popping in and out. There she is. He's still getting paid too. Yeah. So even through this, it looks like he juries found a Denver policeman guilty of harassment for striking a handcuffed teenager last year. Dat Trong, 32, 10-year copper. About an hour before the 2-day verdict. We're absolutely disappointed in the verdict, but thank the jury for its service over 2 difficult days, said the defense attorney for the copper. So they're coming from the cop's perspective in this. Trong was charged with misdemeanor harassment after he struck a 17-year-old. I don't see how that's even a thing. Prosecutor said Trong hit the boy out of anger. So if he hit him, then that's not harassment. If prosecutor is saying that he hit the boy out of anger for smack talking as he struck and cursed at the kid, running his mouth. Trong testified Friday that the strikes were legitimate use of force after the teenager turned his body towards the officer and suggested Trong pull over so they could fight. The handcuffed teenager was buckled into the front seat of the patrol car because there was not a caged holding area. Well, there was no caged holding area, so we had to treat the guy like a regular person. So doesn't this make you question, is the cage for us or to keep the animals from attacking us as they drive us to the dungeon? I think that's a fair question here. Because there was no cage in the car and the cop had to be within proximity of another person who was chained up and helpless, he had to beat that kid in the face. But the prosecutors are only calling it harassment. It's only harassment. He beat him in the face with a fist as he was chained up, but it's only harassment. It's not battery. No. Why would it be battery? Come on, now it's a copper. Trong testified that he believed the teenager posed a threat. And he shoved the boy back to protect himself using an open hand. The teenager testified Thursday that the officer punched him with a closed fist. Given the language he used with his body, I was preparing for an assault to come my way as he was torture cuffed and seat belted in. Whether it would have been a shoulder thrust or a headbutt or spit, I was expecting something to come my way. He was challenging me to a fight. Prosecutors suggested Trong thought his body-worn camera was turned off when he struck the handcuffed teenager. The camera was activated, however, and recorded the exchange. When the body camera beeped, Trong realized the camera was on. He immediately turned it off. On cross-examination, he said the body-worn camera off, despite both state and department requiring it be on, just like normal instinct. It was just a natural reaction turning off the camera if you are not the one who turned it on, he testified. Okay. Prosecutors Todd Duncan dismissed Trong's testimony that he was afraid of the teenager was about to attack him. He emphasized that the teen was both handcuffed and restrained with the seatbelt, and the seatbelt would have locked into place had he lunged. When you take this all together, it's just not a threat, Duncan told jurors. Trong will be sentenced December 16th. So this article came out today. November 15th, right here. This came out today. Yesterday at 2:53. So there it is. Breaking news. Breaking news, everybody. I think what I find the most astonishing and fascinating, Jeff, I think what I find the most astonishing is that we can see there's an assault on camera, that there's a battery on camera. We can see the cop punching the kid. We get to see it. And then the prosecutor says, I'm going to charge him with harassment. And the prosecutor's statement is, we even see the cop strike the kid. Striking is battery. Striking is not harassment. You gave him a lesser charge than the actual crime that the cop did. See, you're allowed to be upset about that. You are allowed to be outraged about that. You're allowed to feel like me and should make the veins in your neck pop out as you feel the frustration and anger. That's what that is. That's a crime. Blood pressure is pretty good, actually. My blood pressure was 136/83. 2-for-1 trifolds today. 2-for-1 trifolds today. Buy one trifold, get two. Buy two trifolds, get four. And then I'm going to give trifolds away at the end of this broadcast for people who need a trifold. And I mean, I pretty much, I got the cop cards too, but I give so many of these away. I just forgot that I sell them. Sometimes people buy them, but I give so many of these cop cards away when you get trifolds because it matters. You have to have it. You have to have it. You have to have it. He's still getting paid too, said V. Boyer. He's still getting paid. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's still getting paid. Still, the guy's still making money. Still making money. And it's only a few bad apples. It's not all of them. Just remember that. We back the blue around here. We're a big blue.
Crazley spent 19 years with APD and was a decorated officer. But a Lehigh County grand jury says it's also possible he was a dirty cop.
47-year-old. So this guy's 47 years old and doing this kind of stuff he's doing.
Well, 47-year-old Jason Crazley spent 19 years with APD and was a decorated officer. But a Lehigh County grand jury says it's also possible he was a dirty cop. Did you steal drug money? Former APD police officer Jason Crazley surrenders for arrest. Are you a dirty cop, sir? Charged with stealing drug money while wearing a badge.
Crime is illegal, even if you're a cop.
Lehigh County.
Did she just say, were you a dirty cop?
Jason Crazley surrenders for arrest. Are you a dirty cop, sir?
Oh, smack, snap, dab, jam, wham, lammo. This guy must have pissed off the internal members of the gang. He was getting kicked out of the gang all the way around.
Charged with stealing drug money while wearing a badge.
Crime is illegal, even if you're a cop.
Lehigh County District Attorney Gavin Holohan says a grand jury investigated a May 2019 double drug raid on Hamilton and Chew Streets in Allentown.
The charges stem from an investigation that revealed that Crazley allegedly stole $5,500 in cash while acting as an Allentown police vice officer. He concealed the theft of that cash.
According to the grand jury presentment, Crazley was one of the officers who counted the seized money and was later seen inside the Vice van where it was stored. The presentment says back at APD, when the money was discovered missing, Crazley became argumentative with the other officers and left without submitting to a personal search. The incident is also described in a whistleblower lawsuit filed by 2 veteran APD officers earlier this year. The lawsuit contends that not only did Crazley and a handful of other officers steal drug money, but that some of them also had sex with prostitutes while on duty. The whistleblowers say after they told their supervisors about the alleged crimes, they faced retaliation. But the city of Allentown says the whistleblower lawsuit
Was he cuffed in the front? Was that cuffed in the front?
is without merit and that it looks forward to defending it in court. APD released a statement about Crazley's arrest, saying it contacted the DA when the incident happened and that an internal investigation was conducted. Chief Roca saying, quote, "The Allentown Police Department has been and will continue to cooperate with the Lehigh County District Attorney and any other investigative agency." Do you have anything to say to all the police officers who are going to see this?
Although this is a former officer who's being arrested, it is unfair to paint the Allentown Police Department with a broad brush.
Oh, there it is right there. Of course, it's not all of us. It's only these bad apples right here. It's not systematic throughout the entire policing apparatus, is it? Is it? Wait a minute. I think that it is. I think that this criminal has a cousin, a brother, a best friend. He's got someone just like him, a doppelganger over there in Cincinnati. And I guarantee you that one, he's got one over in New York. And then someone else, he's got in Shittsville. In Shittsville, he's got a cousin, looks just like the guy in Pottersville, who looks just like the guy in Brushville, who looks just like the guy in Pickville. And they're all corrupt coppers. And the other cops know the cops are being corrupt coppers, lying, cheating, stealing, hurting, cheating. That's what we're seeing. And that's what we believe to be true because we're seeing it on hundreds and hundreds of thousands of videos, millions of videos at this point, constantly, daily, every single day. There's dozens of videos of cops raiding someone's house, acting like total G.I. Joe losers in what's supposed to be a free Republic of America. And that's the reason why people don't like the police. That's the reason why. And this JBTP, this guy, his BS statements here just really chap my backside.
To all the police officers who are going to see this.
Although this is a former officer who's being arrested, it is unfair to paint the Allentown Police Department with a broad brush.
Crazley is free on $100,000 unsecured bond. Now, these are not the only charges he's facing. In another incident, Crazley is charged with criminal mischief and harassment for an alleged altercation with a real estate appraiser. According to the affidavit of probable cause in that case, the real estate appraiser was hired to appraise Crazley's neighbor's property. The appraiser says when he showed up to do his work, Crazley confronted him and caused roughly $2,500 worth of damage to his car. And the appraiser
Police Department
$100,000 in another incident.
Okay, in another incident, follow this here.
Now, these are not the only charges he's facing.
Okay, so now listen to this part. Now you got to really follow these stories because there's little Easter eggs in there that are not Easter eggs, but if you're not paying attention, it just rolls right over you.
In another incident, Crazley is charged.
In another incident, this same cop
charged with criminal mischief and harassment.
Criminal mischief and harassment. But listen to what he did and what you and I would be charged with.
And for an alleged altercation with a real estate appraiser.
So he has a real estate appraiser that goes over to his neighbor's house. Crazley, the same cop you just saw a second ago.
According to the affidavit of probable cause in that case, the real estate appraiser was hired to appraise Crazley's neighbor's property.
So he's hired to appraise his neighbor's property. And of course, when they're sitting around, you know, drinking it up, going, oh, this property's worth $400,000 all day. It's like, oh yeah, 400 grand all day. And the cop's like, oh man, I know, I'm a cop in this town. This property's worth $400,000 all day. Then the appraiser gets there and says it's worth 300, and the two guys go, what?
The appraiser says when he showed up to do his work, Crazley confronted him.
You're going to make this house worth 400,000, aren't you?
And caused roughly $2,500 worth of damage to his car.
So he smashed a window. He smashed a panel, a quarter panel, or a door, and a window. $2,500 worth of damage. That he went ballistic on somebody, like a road rage incident, but the guy just happened to be there. So, what would you and I be charged with? Attempted murder, assault with intent to do great bodily damage, battery. He attacked the guy's car. I imagine the guy was in the car when he was punching the windows or breaking the quarter panels or kicking the door in. So this cop is a total, complete, absolute psychopath. Psychopath from top to bottom, right? Am I wrong? He's a psycho. Do you have it out with, okay. Do you have it out with the appraiser of your neighbor's house and then do $2,500 worth of damage to their car? Think about the level of psycho that you're talking about here. Just you're talking about this dude right here is a fucking psychopath. This dude right here is a total and complete nutball. He went crazy on the appraiser because the appraiser didn't give him the bid that he wanted for his neighbor's house. I mean, you can play it out. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple.
20 to 35, 10 medium build. Spread genie wearing a black sweatshirt and dark colored pants.
Old dog jaw, Chevy. Old dog jaw. Joel Jeffers.
Hey, they said they made entry. We had to go in there.
Yeah, we have to go in. Hey, let me see one way over the building window and break the kick it!
What? What could possibly go wrong? This is like something out of a horror movie. Just imagine that this is your house, or you live there, or this is your son's house or your daughter's house, and this is the video you see going down.
Yeah, we have to go in. Hey, let me see one.
So remember, they're just going in blind here. They don't know if someone's standing there with the gun on the other side. They're just going Camacho here.
We have our building window and break the huge minimum entries.
Just kick the door open, dude. Now listen to this screaming as though someone's being murdered.
Metro Police! Metro Police! Metro Police! Metro Police! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Ooh. Ooh. Shoot. Uh-oh. Ruh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-oh. What is going to happen now? Fallujah! Kill everybody! It looks like a weird situation to me here. I mean, I'm just going to say it right now. This looks like a very strange situation here. That looks like something is going on that is very strange. Officer Alexander Bookman kills the homeowner who called police for help after a woman broke into his house. Officer fired 5 more bullets after the victim fell on the floor. So this is the dude, and this is the woman. It looks like she has something in her hand. I don't know if I can show this to you guys or not on YouTube. I can show those people on X, but I can't show it to the people on YouTube. I'm not sure if, I mean, like, I made it all the way through this video. I made it all the way through this video. But they did see the cop reach back and punch. So that could have demonetized the video for YouTube. They've cut my revenue by 90%. That's what YouTube has done to this channel. That's what they've done. So I'm just like trying to balance out. Let me see what happens here, and I'll let you children know if Daddy YouTube will let you see.
Drop the knife!
I'll drop the link down in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'm not trying to get you guys to leave the live stream, but at the same time, I feel like you're getting gypped here. You know what? I'll post it on X. How about that? Thanks for the super chat, Chevy. God bless you, man. They've killed this channel, you guys. They've killed the channel. It's what they wanted to do. It's what they've successfully done as far as monetization. They delete. They have totally cheated this channel. There's no other way to put it. So, there's nothing I can do about it. So this is after the guy gets shot several times.
Put your hands up!
So he called about that woman in his house.
As you can see in this still, both individuals appear to be struggling with a knife. Also, as you can see, both individuals are on the floor and one person is still holding a knife. The 2 individuals involved in the officer-involved shooting are identified as Brandon Durham. He was a 43-year-old black male adult, 6 feet tall, weighing 185 pounds. The second individual involved in the officer-involved shooting is Alejandro Boudreau. She's a 31-year-old black female adult, 5'9", 220 pounds. There were 2 knives involved in this incident. You can see a picture of the knives to my left. The following are Alejandro's charges: 1 count of home invasion with a deadly weapon, 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, 1 count of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment, and 1 count of performance of act in willful or wanton disregard of safety of persons resulting in death. The detail of the officer-involved shooting are as follows. On November 12, 2024 at 12:40 a.m., LVMPD received a report of 2 subjects shooting into a residence located in the 6900 block of Wine River Drive. The person reporting the shooting was identified as Brandon Durham. Durham told the call taker that the subjects were attempting to enter his residence and that he was inside his residence with his 15-year-old daughter. Durham then stated that the suspects had entered his home through both the front and back doors of his residence, and that Durham would be locking himself in the bathroom. Officer Bookman, along with 2 other patrol officers, arrived. Immediately upon arrival, the officers noticed that there was damage to multiple vehicles in the driveway. They also noticed that there was damage to windows of the house, and they also heard screaming and banging from inside the house. Officer Bookman kicked open the front door and was the first officer to make entry. While inside, officers continued to hear screaming and banging. They immediately directed their search towards an L-shaped hallway. As officers turned the corner in the hallway, they observed Durham and Alejandra entangled in a physical confrontation.
So, I mean, I'm sorry for interrupting, but this is a lot of word salad. The cops shot the wrong person. They shot him in the head, first shot, and then as the guy was on the ground, I put the link for the video on the X chat. If you guys want to go to X chat, you can grab the link. It's right here. So here, I'll put this link for the live stream X chat. And I put the link for the video there, but he shoots him in the head at 3 feet away, 4 feet away. Then as the guy goes down, he shoots him 4 more times as he's on the ground. And it's not blurred at all. It's not censored at all whatsoever. So you get to actually see. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Rights On. I didn't see it, man. In case you get demonetized. I'm not seeing these. Thanks, guys. Joseph Barbini, thanks for the super chats. Wow, look at that. Barbini, right on, Scottish. Remember for 8 months. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate you guys. God bless you. They have Rights On. Right on, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Jess Facone, super sticker. Wow. Wow. Thanks. We don't stop. I'm not going to stop. YouTube's done what they've done. So, there's no point in crying about it. It is what it is. You just keep going. Otherwise, you're just going to end up a bag of bones. You gotta just keep on going. No matter what happens, you gotta just keep on going. I covered this. I don't think I covered this yet, but I wanted to cover it. So let me give my final thoughts on this.
They were at the threshold of a bedroom. Both individuals appear to be struggling over a knife in the doorway. Officers Bookman issued multiple commands to drop the knife, and then they discharged his firearm. Then he discharged his firearm, striking Durham and causing him and Alejandra to fall to the ground.
You shot the wrong guy.
Officers took Alejandra into custody, and they attempted life-saving measures for Durham. Unfortunately, despite those efforts, Durham was pronounced deceased at scene.
You shot him at point-blank range in the head, and then shot him 4 more times in the ribs, in the torso, after you shot him that one time in the head. So what did you think? That's using lethal force to kill somebody. I saw there was a struggle over a knife. I don't know why we're going to hire such sissy-ass cops that can't go hands-on. Yeah, you might get stabbed. Yeah, you might put yourself in danger. We have the stab-resistant clothing now. Why isn't that being used? Why aren't we using technology to make it easier and safer so that you don't have to shoot people so you can actually get into the fracas? But they're hiring bad people. They're hiring bad people to be cops. It's just all there is to it. Oh, that was it? That was the final frame? He never said he was sorry.
Officers Bookman issued multiple commands to drop the knife, and then they discharged his firearm. Then he discharged his firearm, striking Durham and causing him and Alejandra to fall to the ground. Officers took Alejandra into custody.
He never said that he was sorry. He never said that we're sorry we killed the wrong guy. He never said any of those things. He never apologized for what he was doing. And remember, today's 2-for-1 trifolds. So if you guys have not seen my videos how to use your trifold on Delete Laws on YouTube's, then I'm doing 2-for-1 trifolds. Buy 2, get 4. Buy 3, get 6. 2-for-1 trifolds all day today. All day today. 2-for-1 trifolds today. Every company does their promotions. I'm doing mine 2-for-1 trifolds. So if you buy 1, you get 2. And then I'm going to do something. I have to fold the trifold in half, but I can ship this for $6 with the tracking number, but I got to fold the trifold in half. I wonder if that would be easier if more people, because I have to ship it with a tracking number. I can't deal with people saying, oh, I didn't get a trifold. I got a tracking number now. It's just, I have to have it. I'm not going to deal with it. But what do you guys think about that? Now, I do have to fold the Trifold in half. I have to fold it in half to ship it to you like this. But then the shipping goes from 11 to 6 because it has to be priority. It has to be shipped. But then it gets shipped like that. You think that would be okay? Do you think that would be all right? I'm just wondering. Just wondering what you guys think. Do you think this? Because if I ship it to you like this, it's $11 priority shipping mail. If I ship it to you like this, it's $6, and you still get a tracking number. So, you guys, I mean, I'll put it up on the comment section. You know, I know it is. Janelle's like, I think it's horrible what these cops get away with all the time. You know. Yeah, John Q. I mean, I just don't know what you guys think. Is it okay if I ship it like this for $6? Because this $11 version of shipping, I think it pushes people away, but that's what it costs to priority ship using the package I was using. It'll still be the same. It'll still be the same. You know what I mean? But then people get a tracking number. I have to have a tracking number because you guys can figure out what happened, right? So many people will contact you and say, oh, you know, I didn't get my thing, and then I didn't have a tracking number to look it up. So you could send me on a wild goose chase for forever, you know, whereas now there's a tracking number. So I don't have any, like, I know what happened here. So we saw that one where the fatal homeowner. Oh, do you guys want to laugh? You guys want to laugh? You guys want to laugh? You guys want to have a laugh? Because this is funny. I'm just going to warn you now that this is, well, okay, let's watch one more serious one. This one's disgusting. So let's do that. Let's watch a serious one, and then we'll do the laugh one. Because there is one that's absolutely hilarious. But this one's pretty sick. Long Island officer John Murphy charged with hate crimes after attacking a phone technician.
It began with a most disturbing story involving a police detective on Long Island, now suspended and facing criminal charges, including a hate crime.
The cop, 40-year-old John Murphy of the Rockville Center Police Department in Suffolk County. The victim, a cell phone worker in his SUV when the detective approached him, damaged his car, and then let loose with a racial slur.
Now, that worker is black, and tonight he is talking to Long Island reporter Shantae Lands. She's live in Bushwick. Shantae?
Sandra and Bill, that field tech engineer works both on Long Island and, like you mentioned, also here in Bushwick. I just spoke with him. He said he's fearful while still on the job, but just had to get this powerful story out.
He started with his racial slurs, tirades, calling me out. Then he used the, you know what, right? The N-word, right? And at that point, he got back. He tore off my amber light.
It was a disturbing encounter that this cell phone technician says he was not expecting.
He reached his hand over my window, which was rolled down. And then he opened the door. So he was coming in the vehicle. I'm like, what are you doing?
Derek Onwer, who does not want his face shown out of fear of retaliation, is talking about this man, Rockville Center police officer John Murphy. The 40-year-old detective with 10-plus years on the force turned himself in and was charged with criminal mischief as a hate crime and aggravated harassment after Suffolk County police say Murphy harassed the man who's black on November 3rd while working in Murphy's Manorville neighborhood.
He used a racial slur and kicked the vehicle door, causing damage. He also ripped off a light on the car and threw it at the victim.
Like, if you're still racist in 2024, who taught you that? Haven't you had enough years to decompress from being a racist? Like, I don't get it. We now know that some black people are criminals, some black people are not. Some white people are criminals, some white people are not. We know that. We know that. We know it. Everybody's different. There's some people who come from the hood that will not do anything wrong because they come from the hood and they don't want to be judged. There's some people who come from the hood that are criminals, but they're not the same people. There's two different people there. Do you understand? I just, how do you not like a person because of the color of their skin? How it's perplexing to me. How could you dislike someone and go, oh, he's white? Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Chevy, for the super chats. God bless you guys, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Dragonfire News. Let me check. Let me check Dragonfire. You can shoot me an email, and I'll give you a trifold. So shoot me an email with your full shipping address. But let's finish this. I'll come right back to giving some trifolds away.
The light broke and a piece hit the victim.
Suffolk County Police's hate crime task force says neighbor Murphy.
He used a racial slur and kicked the vehicle door, causing damage. He also ripped off a light on the car and threw it at the victim. The light broke and a piece hit the victim.
Suffolk County Police's hate crime task force says video shows Murphy harassing the worker. Murphy pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. He said nothing to reporters' questions while leaving the courthouse in Central Hyslop on Wednesday. Prosecutors say Murphy, who was off duty, identified himself as law enforcement officer and refused to look at the worker's credentials. Suffolk officials now condemning the officer's alleged behavior.
And I don't care what your status is in life. And this gentleman happened to be a detective in another police department in Rockville Center. But that doesn't excuse hate.
Now I'm more apprehensive. I've become the opposite of that. You know, being helpful. Now I'm more fearful because I don't know the kind of intent somebody is coming to me with because of what he did to me.
Well, you know, it's sad, but at the same time, not every cop is a racist. It's just not the case. The policies, procedures, and protocols that every cop does are heinous, barbaric, and inhumane, but that doesn't mean that every one of them is racist. I think that most cops got to have a little bit of a screw loose to want to do that to other people, to want to put people in chains. But I'm not going too far out on a limb here to say that not every cop is racist. That's just not true. Do I think that there's racist cops? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But not every cop is racist. They're just not.
Again, that officer suspended tonight. That cell tech said he wanted to tell this story because he feared that his story could happen again. In Bushwick, Brooklyn, Shantae Lands, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Let me find you this really funny. I mean, I have a video that is so freaking funny. I swear I watched it twice just to make sure that I wasn't. But and then I did the critical analysis of it. And you start to think to yourself, well, why would someone be willing to do this for their kid? Because the policing system is so heinous and nasty that. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is an influencer of some kind. I don't know who she is, but so yes, someone wanted a free trifold. Jeff Barbini actually bought a thanks, Jeff. I appreciate your donation. Shoot me an Dragonfire News. Shoot me an email with your full shipping address because between Joseph Barbini and Jeff Millman, I'm going to give you a free trifold. I'm going to send you a free trifold. So send me your information. Send me your information. Joseph Barbini. Yep, Joseph Barbini bought a trifold about 7-8 minutes ago. So I'm going to give you a free trifold, my friend. Shoot me your contact information. All right, let's laugh. This video is absolutely hilarious. But then you think to yourself, why would someone's grandpa or dad be willing to do this?
Dad? What? I just got caught. I just got pulled over by the cops for speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I needed to come get you, and now they're following me home because they don't believe me. It doesn't. Yes. Here. Yeah, and I was speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I had to come help you. So they're coming and they're following me. What am I doing? I don't know. You have to figure it out. Okay, bye. Love you.
So you heard the premise, right? Her dad has to lie and say that he has fallen down and is injured so that she doesn't, to make her lie with the police come true.
Hey! Hey! Dad, I'm kidding. There's no cops. What? I was pranking you. What?
Dad?
Did you see how far he went? Did you see? Dragonfire News. Oh, Dragonfire, I think you're the video that I think I'm covering next. I think this is your video. I'm pretty sure this is. I'm pretty sure that this is Dragonfire's video. Now, I've seen it on a couple different people's channels, but I saw it on Chuck Bronson's channel. I think I saw it on Chuck Bronson's channel. I can watch it on your channel. I think he put the video in the description. So I don't think it was alive. Yeah, this is the one. Is this your video, bro? It is your video, Dragonfire. You are on the list of videos. I told you there were so many videos that I had to share. I think I want to show. I'm going to so Dragonfire, dude, you should have just. I'll give you a free trial. Dragonfire, I'm also going to give you a couple pair of cop cards for free. I'm going to email you over everything I sell in my store for free. So reach out to me. Unfriended me and challenged me to a fight for a cop he is known for a few years when I knew him for 12. Oh, I'm coming on the tail end of a conversation. Joseph Farbini. You guys, thanks for the support, and thanks for you guys. Make sure you get over to it. For every trifold I sell during this live stream, I will give a trifold away. Like I'm going to give a trifold to that guy. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z and get a trifold. I'll do a big trifold giveaway at the end of this live stream. But we're just getting warmed up. I want to show Dragonfire's video.
Journalist. I go and film cops in the course of their duty.
So that video is so hilarious with the dad on his face like that. That was the funniest video I've ever seen. But this video right here, this cop pulls a gun on Dragonfire News. What he does is he films cops. He's a First Amendment auditor. So you have to watch this from the beginning. We'll jump through it because it's really long.
How you doing, Dad? What's up?
You seem like you want to come talk to me.
No, I'm just coming to see what car number it is.
Am I taking out your pocket?
Huh?
Taking your hand out your pocket?
Am I detained?
No, you're not being detained. Take your hand out your pocket.
I don't have to take my hand out of my pocket. I didn't break no law. Car number 2036. Sitting in the parking lot, not even parked in the proper parking spot, wasting tax dollars money.
Take your hand out your pocket.
I don't have to do nothing you tell me.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Is that a lawful order?
Show me out with a 1080.
Is it a lawful order?
Yes, it's a lawful order.
For what? Officer safety?
I'm telling you right now.
Whoa!
Drawn.
Sir?
He's got his.
Did you see that? He goes from 0 to demon in 2 seconds flat.
Officer safety?
I'm telling you right now. Take your hand
Oh,
out.
he's.
What?
It's a lawful order.
For what? Officer safety?
I'm telling you right now. Take your hand
Oh,
out.
he's drawn.
Sir?
He's got his drawn for a man with a camera
And he's holding it gangster style.
coming up to a cop car that's sitting in a parking lot. This is considered police brutality because he just drawed. I'll put it right back. I got my keys and lighter in there. Nothing else. I don't have. That's no. You just drew a weapon on a private citizen doing a.
Listen to me.
Huh?
Okay, stop talking at me.
I don't have to stop talking.
Yes, you do.
Goodbye.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? Check this out. We got another video
So
from.
this is my buddy Chuck Bronson. He's going to give a breakdown. I think we're going to jump through it.
Is
Chuck.
about police fine. They think it's going to be recommended.
Two. What's your name and badge number?
My name's Owens. 7.
Owens. All right.
You might not want to walk up to me with your hands in your pocket.
I can walk up to a police officer with my hands in my pocket. That's not unlawful.
Go try and get your little lawsuit.
What?
Come on. Go try and get a lawsuit and get on my face. Go.
I got a lawsuit, bud.
Go.
You just drew a
your
weapon
little
on me
lawsuit.
for no reason. This is definitely going to your supervisor.
Love you too, Danielle. Thanks, son.
Officer Owens just drew his weapon on me. Huh?
Right now you're being detained.
For what?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Can you believe this crap? So he's like basically free to go. Now he's detained. The cop's so butthurt he can fine because it's typically what you're
Detaining me
I'm frisking you because I'm fearing for my safety.
You're just
for. I got one
cop.
So right now you're being detained for
what?
I'm 10-4. I got one detained.
For what? What are you detaining me
Terry
for?
frisking you because I'm
Terry frisking you because that only became possible with the 68 case of Terry versus Ohio.
for my.
You're going into my pocket. Yeah.
So now this guy walks away from the cop. The cop's not trying to stop him, continuing to say he's detained or anything like that. Then all of a sudden, he stops him to Terry frisk him for officer safety, he says, even though the guy's like walking away and the cop keeps approaching him. The cop keeps following him, but he's concerned with officer safety because the guy's trying to leave. Get real. What a criminal. He got busted using force on somebody with a camera, and now he knows he's caught, and now he just can't stop.
This man just unlawfully detained me for no reason. He grabbed me.
Anything else?
Huh?
Can I help you with anything else?
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question while you were sitting in the parking lot.
Walking up trying to pick a fight with law enforcement. That's all.
Oh,
You got one.
Here.
You got one.
I'm walking up trying to pick a fight with law enforcement.
This is what happens if
What? He was filming the copper.
you attempt to exercise your rights in America today. You're picking a fight with the cops if you do.
If you do.
You're pissing them off. So seriously, beware. But if old paper sheriff's department was rally, sure you.
If I'm not detained, you don't have nothing else to say to me, I'm leaving. The cop's gonna get lawsuit now.
See, let me explain something. There's a problem with it, right? And let me tell you what the problem is. Thanks you guys for all the super chats. I mean, I appreciate your support. So here's the problem with the lawsuit. There's not going to be any damages, so nothing happens to the cop. Nothing happens to the cop department, nothing. You get a declaratory judgment stating that it was wrong. If you get a tiny bit of money, that would be amazing. But there's got cops who are killing people on camera, and they have to fight for years and years and years to get any money. I'm fighting to try to get them to pay me for locking me in a dungeon for months on end unjustly. It's just been such a grind for me as a person to get back on my feet again because of the PTSD of being locked up. You can sue them, but it's not going to go anywhere. It just sucks.
Get my tag. It ain't gonna do you no good. Deputy Owens.
If you got nothing else, you need to move on. You got a ordering order.
You don't know what I'm doing here, so you don't have no right to tell me anything. I'm waiting for somebody. You can't tell me to move on. How are you going to trespass me without there being permission?
Ordering. No person shall loiter or prowl in a place at a time or manner not usual for law-abiding individuals under circumstances that warrant alarm for the safety of persons or property in the vicinity. Important part down below. No person shall be convicted of violating this division if the police officer did not comply with the preceding sentence or if it appears at trial the explanation given was true and would have dispelled the alarm and disclosure of the lawful purpose. I mean, that right there, he said he was picking up his sister or whoever from work, and that's enough to dispel any type of alarm. I don't think there was any type of, because he wasn't big videos.
So this guy can't let it go that he got filmed.
The audio here is temporarily muted for the guys playing music in his car.
I got another trifold to give away right now. So somebody who can't afford I'm going to change the pricing. I'm going to fold the trifolds in half, so the pricing goes down to $6 to ship, and I still get a tracking number. So that would be. But I have another trifold to give away because somebody just bought a trifold, and that's going to be Andrew. Andrew just bought a trifold, so I'm going to give a trifold away. If you can't afford the 25 bucks it is, plus $6. So I'm going to change it to $6 after today. I'm just going to fold it in half. So the trifold is going to be folded in half, and that'll save people $5. And if they want the $11 shipping where the trifold doesn't get folded, they can just let me know. But this is going to be Andrew in Alhambra. I'm going to give away a trifold to somebody in the crowd who needs a trifold right now. Who needs a trifold? And then, so Dragonfire, did you send me in your information so I can send you a free trifold? Email me right now, deletelaws@gmail.com. Yes, Speed Racer, you have to email me right now to deletelaws@gmail.com, your full shipping address. Make it so I can copy and paste it with your username, and I will send you off a free trifold. Let's get back to the tyrant, just hounding. There's no audio here.
I'm waiting for somebody to get off work at Walmart.
You're sitting over here trying to pick fights.
Oh, you don't know what I'm here for. I've been here waiting for my sister-in-law to get off work, so.
My car with your freaking hands in your car.
I can come up to a cop car with my hands in my pocket. That's not unlawful, asshole. Fucking idiot.
No, that is unlawful.
No, it is not.
Order from a police officer. Get your
Bullshit.
And what'd you do?
Bullshit. That's not a lawful order. Not a lawful order. I wasn't detained.
Now the sound goes off again for the music.
You're the one that's not listening. Unless I'm violating the law, you have no authority over me.
First of all, you're freaking loitering.
It is not loitering. I have a purpose now. I'm videotaping you.
Well, your purpose is about to go to jail.
Yeah, well, right. Supervisor. Supervisor.
On the way, bro. And guess what? You're going to jail after.
Right. For what?
You got your fight.
For what?
Right now you're...
For what? I came up to record a police officer, which is my constitutional right to do.
And what else you did? You walked up with your hands in your car.
That is not illegal.
What'd you do?
That is not illegal. You jumped out on me.
You didn't listen to a lawful order from a police officer. What'd you do?
That's not a lawful order. No, it's not. No, it is not. It is not a lawful order. What law am I violating by having my hand in my pocket? What law is that? What law is that?
So what's going on, man? I'm just now pulling up. I have no idea what's going on.
I just got out to go and see what card number it was. I'm a First Amendment auditor, journalist. I go and film cops in the course of their duties. That's my right.
Okay, this right here to me should have completely and utterly, both police officers should have said, what? Okay, we're done here. Thanks for coming. We're leaving. This was the part right here where Dragonfire News should have been immediately let go. Just listen to this right here.
I have to go and see what card number it was. I'm a First order.
Right here, right here.
What law am I violating by having my hand in my pocket? What law is that? What law is that?
So what's going on, man? I'm just now pulling up. I have no idea what's going on.
I just got out to go and see what card number it was. I'm a First Amendment auditor, journalist. I go and film cops in the course of their duties. That's my right. He's been sitting here since I pulled up. And parked and not even parked correctly in the parking lot, right? So I went to get his car number and go around his car, get the plate number. He jumps out and is like, get your hand out of your pocket. I don't have to take my hand out of my pocket unless that's not a lawful order. There is no law against me walking around with my hand in my pocket.
I'm not battling you at all.
I'm not saying you are, but I don't have to take my hand out of my pocket.
But you're not educating the other JVTP that this man has claimed to be a member of the press. He has indeed listed out the facts that the other JVTP was doing that day. This stop is over. We're leaving. Have a good night. That's it. But he continues on with the harassment.
Pocket.
This guy joins in a big way.
What part of what he said was unlawful?
There is no law that says I can't have my hand in my pocket.
What part of what he said was unlawful?
Nothing. But there's no law that says I can't have my hand in my pocket. So it's an unlawful order.
Look, you keep saying the same thing.
Well, I'm done talking.
What did he say?
No, he told me to get my hand out of my pocket. That's not a lawful order. There is no law that says I can't have my hand in my pocket, you idiot. No, there's not. You have to have a law to back it up, you idiot.
Shut that car off because you can't go anywhere. You're detained. I'm telling you right now.
If you pull off right now, you will.
I want your supervisor.
He's on his way. But if
He pulled a gun on me.
I did because you had your hand.
He pulled a gun on me for having my hand in the pocket. That is not a lawful order. That's illegal.
Do you see the hand talking?
That's bull.
Watch this guy. Watch how he's. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. That's what this guy's doing right here. Oh yeah, Charlie. And it drives me absolutely crazy. Watch him talking with his hands.
No, they're not. You have to have a law to back it up, you idiot.
Shut that car off because you can't go anywhere. You're detained. I'm telling you right now.
If you pull off right now, you will.
I want your supervisor.
He's on his way. But if you pull.
He pulled a gun on me.
I did because you had your hand.
He pulled a gun on me for having my hand in the pocket. That is not a lawful order. That's
For
illegal.
what?
That's police brutality. There is no reason for him to draw a weapon. He's got to.
All cops are required to call a supervisor and to report use of force anytime a weapon is drawn or aimed at somebody. We are, 12, 13 minutes into this and aiming it behind.
Instead of your gun, you idiot.
What you talking about?
You got a taser. You could have pulled your taser instead of your gun, you idiot. He pulled his gun on me.
So for right now, for purposes of what's going on right now, you're just detained to our supervisor.
What crime am I breaking?
Right now, you're loitering.
No, I'm not. I told him I'm waiting for my sister-in-law to get off work from Walmart. That's not loitering. My sister-in-law works here, and I'm waiting for her to get off work. When I pulled up, he was sitting there and been sitting there since I pulled.
Again, that should dispel legally any wrongdoings that they may think he's up to. But we all know that's not what's going on here. This isn't about loitering. This is pure retaliation.
Pulled up here. I figured I'd get out since that's what I do is film police.
That's what you got out looking for.
Oh, if it didn't, and you just gave it to me by pulling your gun on me, you idiot.
Yeah. Well, guess what? That's what happens when you don't listen.
I don't have to listen unless I break the law. No, I don't. Well, okay. What reasonable articulable suspicion did you have to pull your gun on me?
So,
Officer Owens, what reasonable articulable suspicion? What reasonable articulable suspicion am I being detained for right now?
well, for right now, he gave you a lawful order.
Bullshit. That's not a lawful order. He didn't have no reason to approach me. I can record. I approached his car, filming. That's my right to do.
So you approached him. Let's hold on. So for right now, you approached him, correct?
I approached the car to get to film the car.
In the car, correct?
That doesn't matter if I approach the car.
In fact, you approached him. You're saying he approached you. Okay. So you approached his car because you wanted to get his car number.
Information.
Okay. And fair enough, right? But if he says, hey, get your hands out your pocket.
I don't have to comply because I don't. No, it is not. No, it is not. I've already got this shown in court cases that you do not have the authority to tell me what to do unless I break the law.
All right. So we're just talking in circles. I'm just let you sit here, man.
Yep.
And we're just going to continue talking circles because
your supervisor, please.
Right, and I believe I'm right. We're going to continue talking.
Supervisor.
He's coming.
All right.
Okay,
Wait. How does he believe he's right? How does wait a second. He got there originally and he said he wasn't a part of this. He just got here. He said, remember? He said, I just got here. Do you remember that? So now he's saying, I'm
please.
Right, and I believe I'm right. We're just going to continue talking circles because
your supervisor, please.
Right, and I believe I'm right.
You believe you're kind of bozo clown world are we living in here? You're not a part of the original stop at all. You're not a part of this. The only person who's involved here is the moron just to your left. The moron right there. That guy who pulled his gun out for no good reason because he was scared because the guy had his hand in his pocket. Like, so forgive me. I'm so sorry. What kind of bozo and clown world are we living in here? You know, it's almost like when you see someone, their eye doesn't open, you know, and they blink and one eye doesn't open back up all the way. And you're like, oh man, that was a weird thing to see today. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? It's the weirdest when it happens to you. It's the weirdest when it happens to you. Chuck Bronson is in the hizzy. What's up, Bronson? How you doing, brother?
Supervisor.
He's coming.
We got,
right.
Okay, I'm not omnipotent. I can't make him.
We got just over 350 people here with the channels and X, people watching on X, right on.
Teleport.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said, right now you're detained.
For what?
Right now, loitering.
I'm not loitering. I'm waiting for my sister to get off work. I don't have to get my hand out of my pocket. No, I do not. So you're going to tell me I have to identify now too?
Bro, I'm telling you right now. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I do too. I know.
Yes, he does know what he's talking about. He's not articulating it very well, but he's very correct. He's done absolutely nothing.
Well,
Stupid shit about sovereign citizen on.
I'm not a sovereign citizen. You're the sovereign citizen. You're the one that thinks laws don't apply to you.
Exactly.
My constitutional right gives me the right to come up. I know. I got one too.
I'm not trying to hide.
You got out and pulled your gun on me because I wouldn't put my hand. I don't have to fucking pull my.
Okay, so let me. This is a reaction video, so allow me to react. This to me is the funniest part.
Right to come up. I know. I got one too.
I'm not trying to hide.
You cannot hide the gigantic douchebag that you are. You cannot hide it. You are douchebag Roni. Like you're douchebag a la Prime. You are douchebag Quince. Like you are douchebag hero. Douchebag of all douchebags is you. You have won the douchebag of the millennial award. You picked a fight with a guy and you can't let it go. You, my friend, are the weakest link. Goodbye. This is unbelievable what you're seeing.
You got out and pulled your gun on me because I wouldn't put my hand. I don't have to fucking pull my hand out of my pocket. No, I don't.
I'm telling you right now, you keep this going, you're going to handcuffs. Because I'm sick and tired of this. I don't know what you got in that freaking. Really not the right state of mind.
You better stop pulling your dog off. Get your dog off.
Look at it with his hands. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta jump in here. Okay, what if I was hosting this show right now? Let me go back. Okay, and like look at the douchebag. I mean, I hope I looked douchebag enough. The alpha douchebag, said Bruce. The alpha douchebag. Like it you stuttered just now. Did you hear that? Right now, the screenshot, you see, look at the thumbnail over my left shoulder. That thumbnail right there, that's a thumbnail for a YouTube video right there. Let me take a screenshot. That is a thumbnail for a YouTube video. Like, that's how you know, because that looks like something AI would create. When I ask AI to create something for me, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, but it was just, look at this dude.
I said the reason that he's taking a little bit, there's another call that they're on right now. That's what I was just on the radio about, okay?
I don't see him doing anything. The deputy. Oh, you're talking about your supervisor.
He's on his way, that's what I'm saying. So, do you have any questions for me that I can answer at all?
Yeah, why did he draw his weapon on me?
I don't know. I wasn't here for that.
What's the law? What's the?
16 times, bro.
I don't have to get my hand out of my pocket. I don't have to listen to you unless I break the law.
You don't have to listen.
I don't.
You don't have to listen to law enforcement.
No, I don't. Yeah, it has to have a law backing it up to be a lawful order. Huh? There has to be a law backing it up to be a lawful order.
No, it does not.
This isn't me trying to belittle you at all.
Really?
That is not at all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
If you're sitting on the side of the road and I'm in fear for your safety because a car might come around the corner and hit you and say, hey, sir, you mind just moving along right here?
Do I have to obey? Do I have to obey? Do I have to obey you asking me to move along? No, I don't. If I'm on public property, you can't tell me to move along if I'm on public property. The loitering has to be remaining in one place without intent of something to do. If I have intent to be there or a reason to be there, I can be there as long as I want.
Hold on, hear me out. So if you just approach me randomly, I've never even seen you in my life. You've been sitting here for a second, like you said you did, and you just come up to my car. I've been seeing you sit here for a while. What am I thinking that you're doing?
I don't care what you're thinking.
You haven't gone in the store at all, right? You've been sitting here. You said you've been watching them, correct? Okay, so if that's true and you've been sitting here, you've been watching them, you have made no intent to go in that store. How is he supposed to telepathically read your mind to understand that you're sitting here waiting for your sister? So he comes up.
But he didn't even ask me what I was here for. He said that I was
This cop won't shut the front door. Shut the up, cop.
Loitering before he even asked me about.
How is he the calm, cool, collected one? He's such a douchebag.
I had a purpose. And my purpose.
He came up. He got out. He said, "Hey, can you take your hands out your pocket for me?" Because
no, I don't have to.
All he knows is somebody approached him with their hands in his pocket. So
with a camera in my hand. Am I going to walk up and pull a gun out and shoot somebody with a camera in my hand?
In your vehicle. And I don't know what's in your vehicle.
I don't care.
Your left hand and your right hand keep disappearing. And honestly,
there.
The way you're thank you. See, look at that. That's the
there. How's that?
Look, see how that was a lawful.
I didn't know. I'm doing it for
what? These cops are, if you're that afraid of everybody and everything, why are you a cop? If you're afraid, I mean, just hear my logic on this, okay? If he's afraid that he can't see his hand and that this guy who's filming the whole interaction is so crazy that he's going to reach in the passenger seat and grab his cannon and shoot this cop while he knows the cop has said, I'm on camera, you're filming, that this man is at such a point of despair in his life, he's willing to throw it all away right now to reach over and grab a hand cannon out of the passenger seat and start shooting cops. That is the portrayal of this actor in the costume, the cop. That's what it is. He's so afraid, he's so scared that this guy's going to pull a weapon on him and shoot him. He showed him he's recording and he's recording. He doesn't sound like he's at the end of his rope to me.
My safety, because I'm not about to get shot by one of you motherfuckers.
Talking to you, and
I don't care. I don't care.
Because right now you're up here, and I've been talking to you the entire time. Okay. That conversation had no weight whatsoever.
Hold on.
We were both at the same level. So now that I can bring it back down, if you calm down and listen.
Well, I'm not going to calm down until this fucker gets away from me.
Okay, so that's the thing.
He pulled a gun on me and pointed at me.
If I have the answers to that, I wasn't here. I apologize. I have no idea. But
okay, so here's the thing. Listen. And I think the gentleman whose video this is in the crowd. Listen. You can't pick one and just dislike him. They're all in it together. Each and every one of them is in it with the other one. There's no one who's worse than the other. The one you're talking to might put the cuffs on tighter than the one that you hate the most there.
Right now,
he was considering using deadly force on me for my hand in my pocket. That would have been a hell of a fucking news report, wouldn't it?
It would have also been a pretty bad news report if you pulled a pistol out of your pocket.
I wouldn't have pulled the pistol out. My intent was to go to record.
Oh, there it was. What did I just say? And he affirmed what I told you.
Or if you pulled a pistol out of your pocket.
News report, wouldn't it?
It would have also been a pretty bad news report if you pulled a pistol out of your pocket.
I wouldn't have pulled the pistol.
So he believes that this guy, as he's filming the interaction, is going to pull a pistol out and shoot him.
My intent was to go to record. That's what I got a fucking camera in my hand for.
But we don't know that.
Ask you politely to remove your hands from your.
He didn't ask me politely.
Next bad person that comes up.
He didn't ask me politely, and I don't have to. No, I don't. Is it really?
That is all it is. Did you lose
all right.
years on your life? You didn't lose any years on your life at all.
No, but I got threatened with a gun. I don't have to listen to it.
This video was shot by Dragonfire News.
Dragonfire. Everybody welcome Dragonfire in the chat. He is in the chat. Way to stand your ground, dude. And Dragonfire, you want to make sure, and Dragonfire, you send me your information. You know I'll send you out a couple trifolds, a couple pair of cop cards. People have bought trifolds here. So I'll check my email in a second for the free trifolds I'm going to mail off. So I'll announce it out loud. That way you can come back after you get it. But Dragonfire News, one of the moderators can grab the link if you would and throw it in the chat. And then I'll put it on X as well. Who's on X that can drag his link over there to X and watch that as well. So these guys literally look like Keystone cops from Reno 911. I've stuttered 2 or 3 times during this broadcast.
They're in South St.
But it's not a lawful order, though.
This is the third attempt I've tried to answer your question. You jumped down my throat.
Well, okay, is it a lawful order? Yes or no?
We're not at that point. To get up to it, you walked up to him.
It doesn't matter if I walked up.
Answer your question. You are so worked up for me to answer your question.
Because he pulled a gun on me.
Can I answer your question?
No, I'm done.
That's the vehicle on. Shut it off. Anytime you get pulled out, tell me right now.
That's cute. Wow. That's amazing. Dragonfire News has to figure out how to send you an email. That's way to go. Way to get out there and film, my friend. You're grabbing your phone and you're filming and you don't really know the technology very well.
No!
Let me give it to you. Here's the X link. I'll put it in the chat.
Well, I got a complaint. This deputy first said that I didn't follow the lawful command by removing my hand from my coat. And then he drew his wet gun on me.
Did you not remove your hands from your pocket?
I don't have to remove my hand from my pocket. It's not a lawful order. I just looked it up.
It is a lawful
No.
So here's the thing, and this is, I watched this video already, so I've already seen this. Here's what I would do if I were you. The supervisor gets there, and I would say, I invoke my First Amendment right to be pressed, which I will give you these. I will give you these cards, Dragonfire News. I will send these out to you. Right away, you invoke your First Amendment right to be pressed. It's right on the card. It's right away. You say, number 1, I invoke my First Amendment rights. It's on your driver card. And since you're behind the wheel of the car, I would use your driver card. I invoke my First Amendment right to be pressed right away. First thing. Then they tell you the cop, the supervisor's there, you say, and I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Now, am I being detained or am I free to go? And that's it. Because whether or not he can tell you take your hand out of your pocket or can't tell you take your hand out of your pocket, you don't care. You just want to leave. But now, at the same time, as I'm speaking about Dragonfire News here, he's also an activist. He's also pushing and testing the boundaries of his First Amendment right to speech and his First Amendment right to be press. So he's in a situation where he's standing on our rights. He's standing for freedom, standing for liberty. He's standing for his right to be there and to film that cop. And he's really honestly putting himself in massive danger. He absolutely put himself in massive danger. So shoot, I'm sorry, Dragonfly News, if you need to figure out how to do it, but I'll send you this card out in the mail for free. I'll send this off to you, dude. Good job on your audit. Way to fight back.
It is not.
It's an officer safety issue.
The officer safety? What about public safety? He could have drew his taser instead of his firearm.
He doesn't know if you have a gun or not.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. I do not have to listen. Ma'am, I looked it up. It says you have the right to ask. It does not say you have the right to demand. Ask me if I remove my hand from my pocket. Doesn't say I have to. And there is no what law says I have to remove my hand. There is no law that says that you have to ask to remove your pocket if you asked by a police officer.
He didn't ask you before he told you to?
Huh?
Are you upset that he didn't ask you before he told you to?
No, it don't matter if he asked or told me to. I don't have to. No, I don't. No, I don't. It's been fought in court and won. I know it has because I've seen case law after case law after case law on YouTube. What I did was I got up and I went and recorded his car, and I had my hand in my pocket. I had my camera in my other hand. Who in their right mind is going to walk up and have a camera in their hand filming themselves shooting a cop? That wouldn't be very smart.
Right.
But my point is I walked around the vehicle, got the vehicle information. He jumped out and started demanding that I take my hand.
I mean, I think this was the most clear cut.
But my point is I walked around the vehicle, got the vehicle information. He jumped out and started demanding that I take my hand out of my pocket and this and that, and then started saying, I came to asking for a fight. I didn't come asking for a fight. I was wondering why my tax dollars is being wasted in a public parking lot for 45 minutes.
I don't know what he was working on up here. Did you?
I don't have to ask, but that's what I went and looked. I was getting his information.
I mean, you can get his information all you want. That's fine.
Yeah. But I didn't have to have a gun pulled out and put in my face.
You have your hands in your pockets.
That's not a law.
I mean, what the hell is this department's obsession with his hands in his pocket?
Lawful order to have me remove my hands. I know for a fact because I fought it in court before.
Well, if you had a weapon on you, he doesn't know if you have.
I don't. He fucking patted me down.
I realize it, but that was after the fact.
It doesn't matter. Now he's got me illegally detained. What am I here? What's he detained me for? I'm not loitering. I'm waiting for my sister-in-law to get off work. She works here at Walmart. That's not loitering.
And you want to take your hands out of your pocket, right? And you want to
Chevy, what's up, Playboy? What's up, Chevy?
Identify yourself.
He didn't ask me to identify myself. Ha! It's all on recording. It's all on recorded. No, you did not. No, you did not. And unless I am suspected of a crime, I don't have to identify. Huh? Right. So I'm not suspected of a crime. Taking my hand out of my pocket is not a crime.
Not a crime.
So then he unlawfully drew his weapon on me. If it's not a crime to not take my hand out of my pocket, then there's no crime for it. Safety what? Whose safety? His or mine?
How does he know? He doesn't know if you got a gun, if you got a knife, if you got a taser, whatever you're doing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the situation now?
Your hands out of your pocket.
I did take my hand out of my pocket. I showed him I had my lighter and cigarette keys in it. Then he grabbed me and fucking Terry frisked me. Then I went to walk away and he's telling me I'm here for a paycheck, getting all up in my face. It's all on recording.
Let me go talk.
Yeah, because he's not going to be getting rich. He's not going to be getting rich. Unlike me getting rich from Chevy. What's up, Playboy?
I'll be right back, okay?
Yep.
when the supervisor shows up acting the same way as the cops, you know you're in trouble. Nothing's going to go good.
I love
If
Bronson.
the supervisor's not more professional than
I love Bronson's like breakdown, the way he talks.
the beat cops,
Fuck you, Chuck Bronson.
we're all in trouble.
Oh, we're all in trouble. I mean, going back to Reno 911 here.
I got it recorded. And I got a dash cam as well. I got a dash cam as well. Recorded the whole thing too, as well as this.
I understand.
What's this? Yeah, I mean, I agree with what John Q. Smith said here.
I don't realize nothing.
What is the point of this extended detention for what? No, because you're an asshole.
I don't need to be caught.
I'm sorry, because you're an asshole. You are an asshole, dude. This guy's done nothing wrong.
Explain too. Cop explaining. Blah, blah, blah.
Why are you asking questions if you didn't want me to speak to you at all? You asked like 40 questions, the same ones over and over and over.
Yeah, because you're not. Yep, because you're not telling me the law. The law. There is no law. She said it's not against the law.
No, I understand.
No. Look at his hands.
I understand.
I mean, look at him with his hands. Look at him with his freaking hands. This guy is so constipated when he takes a dump. He cannot shit for the life of himself. He sits down and I'm sorry, forgive me. He's constipated constantly.
There is no law. She said it's not against the law.
Look at his hands.
Oh.
No, I understand.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I completely understand.
All right.
I understand.
He's like a character out of a movie.
We already got one officer fired from this department. I guess we're going to get another one. I don't know her name. She got fired because she confiscated cameras. Huh?
I thought you knew everything. I'm sorry.
I can't remember her name, but she confiscated our cameras for recording.
Explain or ask you anything to talk to.
Like I said,
Exactly.
another person gone from this department.
You realize if you're a First Amendment owner, you have the right to remain silent. You can do that.
Right.
And right there, I would tell him to shut the fuck up. Ryute Serious Audits. What's going on, Playboy? More people watching on X than on YouTube.
I have the right to talk, too.
Exactly, you do. But you asked me to not talk to you. And you rolled your window up on me twice.
I also have the right to not answer questions. I can talk all I want. If you don't have to listen.
You don't want to talk to me, and you continue to talk to me.
I'm just talking about out loud. I can be talking in general.
You want to connect with me. Conversational level at some way, shape, or form.
So you got to remember, you got to remember, Auditor. I think I saw you in the chat. So you have to remember something. Ryute Serious Audits is here, everybody. Lost Fools here. What was that auditor's name? We're watching his video right now. Can you drop a comment? So you have to remember something. The judge is going to see the video. Everything that you do and you say, the judge who's going to be against you is going to see the video. So I understand, man. Listen, Dragonfire News, thank you. I appreciate that. So Dragonfire, listen, you got to be real careful with the way you behave because the judge might convict you anyway and think that you don't have the money or the time or the knowledge to go through the appellate system to get your conviction overturned on appeal. And judge convicts you. It's a misdemeanor, gives you probation. And then you really got to watch yourself. It's, you got to be really careful. I mean, put a one in the chat if you guys know my story. Put a one in the chat if you know my story. Put a one in the chat if you know the story of what they can do, what the power is once you're under the microscope and they can dissect you. And I don't know. Let's see what happens. Did he get a ticket at the end? Let's see.
Everything else that happens in this video is all a part of the cover-up. To cop-splain and cover up their actions, cover up their mistakes, to cover up for if this lawsuit does go through. If it was me, this guy should sue for at least $5 million. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. How much is this lawsuit worth?
Tell him, Chuck. Chuck Bronson weighing in. Well, let's see what happens.
Am I free to go?
Still not. Still not. Steve Conkler is here, everybody. Steve Conkler's a big member of Team DLZ. He's out there putting it on the line himself. He's got a channel.
All right, Donald. Why don't we try having a conversation from the side?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'll talk to the supervisor, and I don't want to talk to you.
He's on the phone right now. He's still here. My apologies. I don't know if you heard me. She's
I heard you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of this guy over here. He's already drew his gun on me and shown that his disdain for me.
I couldn't hear you.
I said, I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of this deputy over here. He's already drew his weapon on me and showed his disdain for public.
I got you. So, again, I weren't here for it.
I understand.
So can we slow down for a second and let me help help by trying to explain to me?
I don't need an explanation. I can show you the video what happened.
If you got it, perfect. Then I'll answer step by step. Here, I'll stand back so that way you ain't thinking I'm trying to reach in your car or nothing.
No, I'll just put it up the window, and I'll wait for the sergeant to come up too.
Okay. Because if he drew his gun and if he drew his gun in suspicion of you having something,
it doesn't matter.
You complied and you took your hands out, right?
Oh yeah, after he drew his weapon on me.
You let him pat you down.
Yeah.
You realized you had no gun, right?
Yeah, but then he tried to detain me again. No.
He put it away.
Yeah, but that's beside the point. You don't draw your weapon on some.
I don't know if you have a weapon. I don't.
Whatever.
Not everybody in the world is.
That would be considered police brutality in my eyes.
So we should trust everybody on their word constantly, all the time, as police officers.
I'm supposed to trust you on your word too, saying that it's a lawful order to tell me what to do when I ain't breaking the law.
Sir, if you knew that was completely unlawful, why'd you comply with it?
I didn't comply with it until he drew his gun on me. After he drew his gun on me.
And what if you had a gun?
Whatever.
What if you had a gun?
I would probably been shot, you idiot.
That is just so.
God.
I mean, I find it just so absolutely annoying beyond the pale that what if you have a gun? Everybody might have a gun at all times. If you're going to treat us all like we're such hardened lunatics that we're just going to pull our gun out and start shooting at you, why would we do that? Why would any sane? I get that people are wacky, but why would you do that? They would have to be at the end of their rope. It would have to be suicide by cop. He even says it. Dragonfire News says it right here. You would have to want to. I mean, he says it.
And what if you had a gun?
Whatever. If I would have had a gun, I would probably been shot, you idiot.
You'd be killed. He says it. You would be killed. These cops. It's like the U.S. military, right? You don't want to go against the U.S. military in a war, and you don't want to pull out a gun when there's cops around. They'll just unload all their firearms into you.
Exactly.
Exactly. You got it.
Have a gun like you didn't.
And then he proceeded to continue with this. Then he
The thing he wanted you to do was take your hands out of your pocket.
and I did. And then he patted me down. And then when I told him he's going to get a lawsuit against him, this is when he went berserk and started.
What's the common denominator right now? All you had to do the first time he said, "Hey man, can you take your hands out your pocket?" If you went, "Yeah, my bad. I know. I just walked out of nowhere in a dark parking lot. That's my mistake. I can see how that can be misconstrued."
No, I don't see how it's misconstrued because you guys walk up on us with guns.
Right here, and I walked up. And
You're the one with a gun.
Yeah, but I'm in full uniform. You know what I am. You know what
I don't care.
I'm a police officer. I have no idea who you are. If
I walk up with a camera and got a gun drawn on me.
in a dark parking lot and said, "Hey man, I got my hands in my pocket," and I'm walking up to you while you're sitting in your car. You have no idea I'm there. That's going to surprise you. It's going to startle you.
So I can't have my hands in my pocket when it's cool outside.
We're talking in circles again.
Yeah, we are. We are talking in circles because it's not a lawful order to tell me something to do something.
Nothing of it was unlawful.
No.
And it was an officer safety issue.
I don't care about officer safety. What about public safety? How many times have you guys shot and killed somebody for doing
a public safety thing? Because all I know is you're walking in a parking lot in the middle of the night with your hands in your pocket. You could have a gun. The next person you walk up to could be the person that's replacing me, which is the person you intended to hurt that night. Again, this is all hypothetical.
Yeah. Exactly. Hypothetical. Huh? I was flicking my ashes, so shut the fuck up. See, you tell me to quit flicking my ashes in my floorboard. Give me.
And you see how I haven't said anything? It's because I can see your hands.
That's fine.
I got you. So you see how the whole issue is where we're at right now?
Yeah, no. If he's that fucking scared, he should fucking quit his job.
I've done it twice now in demonstration.
Did you hear me? If he's that fucking scared, maybe he should quit his job. If he's that scared of me flicking my ashes, maybe he should quit his fucking job.
Yes.
So
yes.
You're under the understanding, though, of what everything seems and looks like, correct?
I know what it looks like. I got it all on video.
We have to investigate and go forward. Because all we have is what we have to work with, correct? So all he had was that you were sitting here. And
it don't matter.
And then you approached him. So to him, he has no idea if you have any business here.
He could have asked me, "Can I help you?" instead of "Get your hands out of your pocket."
But when our sergeant walked up to you and said, "Oh, you could have asked him this information," you said, "Oh, I don't have to."
I didn't have to, but I wasn't walking up to his. I didn't walk up to his window. And I was 20 feet away before he jumped out from the car. Before he jumped out, before I had gotten close enough to do anything or say anything to him. Before even any of that happened, and he's giving me direct orders. I don't have to follow your orders.
The circumstantial things that are going on. It's dark in the parking lot. He has no idea because you haven't said, "Hey," while you're walking up with your hands up, "Hey, my sister works here." You don't have to do that, but obviously you doing this.
Walking up with a camera in one hand and my pocket, and my hand in my pocket in the other.
Oh, so you had one hand out.
Like this.
Guess what? The other hand is still in your pocket. I have no idea what's in that pocket, dude.
Yeah, and it doesn't look bulky enough to have a gun in it.
Tiny they make guns now? You know how many people I've arrested with tiny guns?
Oh God,
I haven't.
Are you listening to this bullshit right here? Are you freaking kidding me, dude? And he has a tiny little gun while he's on camera. So that's the bullshit to believe here. He's got a real itty bitty gun in his lapel, and he's filming everything with his camera, but he's planning on killing everybody with this real itty bitty pew 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 pew. That's what this cop wants us to believe. That's what the cop wants us to believe. Me and you. We should understand for his safety that this guy's going to pull out his little tiny gun and he's going to argue with how small the guns are today.
And it doesn't look bulky enough to have a gun in it.
Tiny they make guns now? You know how many people I've arrested with tiny guns in their pockets?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I mean, Anderson County arrested a fella and he was in jail and had a revolver in his pocket that they didn't even find.
Then that's on you for not properly searching the guy.
You think all guns are big and bulky?
I'm not saying it's big and bulky. What I'm saying is I did nothing illegal. I still haven't done anything illegal, and I'm illegally being detained right now.
Okay, so tell me what you would have lost in this entire situation if you went, my bad, and took your other hand out. Just the moment.
My
he asked-
bad?
The moment that he asked,
My bad? Because I got my hand in my pocket? Cop wanted him to say, oh, my bad. You're bad because you got your hand in your pocket.
nothing. And what did he lose? What did he lose? Because I don't have.
How come you didn't say my bad?
Dude, that's the whole point. So if I'm walking down the street with my hand in my pocket and you walk up to me and say, hey, I need to talk to you, take your hand out of your pocket.
I'm not suspecting you of anything.
I'm not saying I wasn't doing anything. He couldn't have suspected me of anything other than walking up with a camera.
That's why if I said, if you let me explain.
All he could have seen was me walking up with a camera.
Because right what you just said right there, you said he doesn't suspect you of anything. He has no idea what you haven't approached the store whatsoever. You just said, I have no idea if what did you? I'm sorry, I'm stepping on my words here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm stepping on my words
I have no
here.
reason to suspect you to do anything, right? Well, guess what? He never watched you approach the store, so I can suspect you of loitering, correct? You said he can't do anything.
You know what? Walmart has a standing rule that you can be in their parking lot for a certain amount of times.
What?
No, it's not. Because Walmart has a standing order.
What is this bullshit? Look at this douchebag cop. He should be so embarrassed. What a fool.
Loitering, correct? You said he can't do anything.
You know what? Walmart has a standing rule that you can be in their parking lot for a certain amount of times. No, it's not. Because Walmart has a standing order. You fucking numbnuts. Don't talk to me no more. Just tell me if I'm free to go.
I'm not doing a Trifold presentation right now, but you can look up how to use your Trifold on this channel. One of the moderators can drop the link in the description. And I suspect you of being a JBTP.
Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
Like he's being detained for what?
Am I free to go? Am I free to go? For what? For what? What am I being detained for?
He was outside.
Do you want to hear from me or from my supervisor?
Supervisor, what am I being detained for?
You had your hand in your pocket. You had your hand in your pocket. You're being detained for that. Chevy. Thanks, buddy. Chevy. What is he possibly being detained for? Is he possibly being detained?
Hey, we're trying to investigate it further, see what's going on, okay?
What are you investigating?
Because I don't know if it's a loitering thing. You said your sister's inside, right?
Yep, she works here.
What's your sister's name?
No. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Michelle.
No.
Tully.
No.
Tully. Toelle. Okay. She's an employee here.
No. You're being questioned in a crime. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That you want to see the Trifold work? Dragon News. This will be an officer training video of what not to do. This will be a YouTube video of training of what to do when the cop questions you and says, does my sister work there? She even says, I'm suspecting you of a crime. So watch.
Hey, we're trying to investigate it further, see what's going on, okay?
They're investigating you.
What are you investigating?
Because I don't know if it's a loitering thing.
They're investigating you for the crime of loitering.
You said your sister's inside, right?
Yep.
You said your sister's inside. I'm sorry, officer. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please don't question me any further without my attorney present. She's accusing you of a crime. She's investigating you in a crime. There's no better time than right this second to pull that trifold down from your visor and say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You can then flip your trifold over and say, I've invoked my First Amendment right to be press. Right here, that's my right to film police in their official capacity. And that's what I'm doing here with you right now. And here's the law. This is the whole reason why the trifold exists, is so that when you get into a car or you're walking down the street and you've got your driver or non-driver cop cards in your wallet, you follow a series of protocols where you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, invoke your First Amendment right to be press, and then be willing to get out of the car in the name of officer safety because of Pennsylvania versus Mims, unless you don't want to. And then you're challenging Pennsylvania versus Mims, which means you could be arrested. So, but that right here, this was like a red flag. No, don't talk to cops.
She works here.
Don't talk. Don't do this right here.
Hey, we're trying to investigate it further, see what's going on, okay?
For what are you investigating?
You.
I don't know if it's a loitering thing. You said your sister's inside, right?
Yep. She works here.
What's your sister's name?
No. No.
Michelle Tolley.
Michelle what?
Tolley. Toelle. Okay. She's an employee here. 8:30.
Okay. What's she look like?
5'6", 5'7", brown hair, kind of chunky.
We're gonna figure that out, and I'm also talking to other people, just trying to figure out things. Okay, so we're investigating.
What are you investigating? What did?
Since you didn't take your hands out of your.
That's not a lawful order. No, it's not. No, I don't give a shit if it's a safety issue. It's not.
Help me understand the logic here.
Figure out things, okay? So we're investigating.
You're trying to figure out things. What things?
What are you investigating? What did?
Since you didn't take your hands out of your.
Since you didn't take your hands out of your pockets.
Not a lawful order. No, it's not. No, I don't give a shit if it's a safety issue. It's not a lawful order. He had no right to approach me in the first place. I approached the vehicle, and then he got out all hostile.
Were you very close to the vehicle?
I was.
Once you start answering questions, you get into this thing where she's going to create a rhythm against you that you're not trained in, and she is trained in.
20 feet away when he jumped out.
If he sees you walking to her vehicle, it's a safety thing.
Whatever.
You can't have the conversation.
So me coming up with a camera recording is a safety
Invoke your First Amendment right, and just press on that.
issue.
I'm gonna get out and ask you what's going on.
Well, and that doesn't stop me from. You can't force me to. I already looked it up. It's not a lawful order. You can ask me to take my hand out of my pocket. You can't demand it.
We can if you won't take it out.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't arrest me.
No, it's not legal advice. I'm not giving any legal advice. I'm telling you to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. When the police are going to talk to you, and this is, I see your comment in here, Dragonfire. I'll put it up on the screen. You didn't F up. He says, yeah, I know I F'd up, but the crime would be loitering. And if she finds my sister in the store, I'm not loitering. This is why I gave the name, but thank you for your advice. It's not advice. It's just what you would do anytime the police question you. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right. You always invoke your rights. So you don't answer any questions, because once she starts asking questions, then she just keeps on pressing more questions, more questions, more questions. You always, we've seen it on thousands. AMG Stealth knows this. AMG Stealth knows this. Once they start questioning, if you answer one question, you answer too many, because one question turns into two. If you don't want to answer number 3, 4, 5, and 6, you must be hiding something. Why are you being combative? You can't get into the questioning back and forth. If you have a trifold in your car, put a 1 in the chat. If you have a pair of cop cards in your car, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see right now, put if you have a Trifold in your car with the broccoli wad rubber band that I put in the envelope, if you have a pair of cop cards in your wallet right now, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many people here have the cop cards, have the wallets. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Grateful Dabs, what is up, Lost Fool? Jeff Vacone, Unbelted Vortex, Jeff Vacone, Bruce, of course, Kevin Brzezinski, Freemason, AMG Stealth, Just Willie, Jeff Millman, Small Miracle Garages, Joel Jeffus, Jody, of course. You know, you have got to have the Trifold in your car. That's why I give away so many of them. I sell as many as I can to make money, and that helps the people who buy them. And then I try to give away as many as I can without losing the relationship with my business partner. I try to do both. I'm trying to make money and at the same time get the Trifolds in people's cars. So right now, your mission, should you choose to accept it. And listen, I wonder if I can do that right now. I have to fold the Trifold in half, but I think I'm gonna do it right now in real time. I'm gonna change the pricing of that Trifold because I don't get that money. It goes to the USPS, $11.20. Hey, let's change the shipping to $6.20. ... That's exactly what the small packages are, and I'm just going to fold the Trifolds in half. ... Next paragraph. They can request $11.20 shipping priority. ... Next paragraph. Both of them come with a tracking number, and we can reduce the cost for people. Next paragraph. Thank you. I'm live with almost 400 people. Talk to you soon. Later. There, I'm reducing the shipping price down to $6. If you want me to ship it for $11, just contact me, and it's $11.20. But it comes in the big envelope, and it whatever. But they both get a tracking number, so you know what I mean. So everybody should have a Trifold because listen, this is a prime example where this is a good human being, this auditor who's standing his ground, but in all of what's going on, if you're the auditor and you become the focus of the investigation, you have to clam up and give your Fifth Amendment right. You guys, there was one time I was in Pennsylvania where I had to interview the Allegrinis that night, and I was auditing the DMV, and the cop came there and said he was going to charge me with disturbing the peace. So at that point, because he said he's going to charge me with a crime, I have to give him my ID. He didn't charge me with a crime. He took my ID. But there's some situations where you get screwed around. And so in this situation, when he's going to be charged with loitering, he may even have to give identification, because if they're going to charge him with loitering and they say, we're going to give you a ticket for loitering, and they can do that. They can make a mistake of the law, 2014, North Carolina versus Heenan. They can make a mistake of the law, and they can charge him with loitering and give him a ticket. At that point, he has to give us identification. If he doesn't give us identification, he's going to be arrested. Better to give your ID, get the ticket, and then go through the legal process and sue them than to go to jail. 100,000% better to do that.
For it? No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't arrest me for it. For what? Not taking my hand out of my pocket. Not taking my hand out of my pocket.
What does this guy say right here? It's a lawful order from a police officer.
What was the reasonable articulable suspicion for asking me to take my hand out of my pocket in the first place?
You don't even know what you're talking.
Yeah, I do.
So the suspicion of the crime that he thought you thinks you're committing.
What's reasonable articulable suspicion?
You've been sitting here not approaching the store.
So what's that got to do with anything? That's not loitering. He don't have no proof that I was loitering. So you can't say loitering.
No. When you approach me.
Trifold call. He hates that other copper.
Can you quit hitting my car? I said, can you quit hitting my vehicle? I got a good one. Boy, this is going to look good in court.
Like, how bored do cops have to be to put people through this?
Like, what are we doing here?
This video just ends here. I'm not sure if the poster will post a part 3 to it or not. I've kind of put a part 1 and part 2 together that we have a full video, but thanks everybody for watching. Subscribe.
Let's see, where's the end of the video? Which is the last video? This is the... Not that one. So is it this one here?
But it's not a lawful order, though.
Is this the same end of the same video? Yeah, that's the same end of the same video here. So let's see, is this one?
Hello, everybody.
I have no idea.
Don't. Is it really?
That's all it is. Did you lose
All right.
years on your life? You didn't lose any years on your life at all.
No, but I got threatened with a gun. I don't have to listen to it.
What? I just got caught. I just got pulled over by the cops for speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I needed to come get you, and now they're following me home because they don't believe me. It doesn't. Yes. Here. Yeah, and I was speeding, and I told them that you fell and that I had to come like help you. So just they're coming and they're following me. What am I doing? I don't know. You have to figure it out. Okay, bye. Love you. Hey! Hey! Dad, I'm kidding. There's no cops.
What? And the dad went to this great length to make himself look like he was posing like that for the cops for when they came in. So he could be head down on the floor. That's so ridiculous. Like you would stay in that position if you'd smacked your head. You would keep your head planted right to where the injury happened.
Kenny, there's no cops. What? I was pranking you.
What? Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I've watched that like 15 times today and laughed every single time. Okay, so let's go back to his video here. I just wanted to get a laugh in there because it was so like, it was so frustrating. It was, I don't know what happened in the end. I would like to know what happened in the end of that video more than anything else. I would love to know what happened in the end of that video. Where did our guest go who was in the audience? I wish I should have just sent you over a StreamYard link and you could have joined us and I could have asked you a few questions. Is he still in the crowd? Where is Dark? What's his name again? He was in the crowd. I'm taking Stomper. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chats. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it big time. Where's I Plead the Fifth? Where is I Plead the Fifth? Speaking of super chats, Plead the Fifth is Not here. Let's see. Where is that feller? Can I send you a link? He doesn't even know how to do an email though. Dragonfire, there you are. Dragonfire. Can I send you a link? Is there a way I can send you a link? Do you have an email address, Dragonfire? You must have an email address on your profile, right?
Hello, everybody. It's Dragon P with Dragon.
Dragonfire must have there's no email address on here. Damn. Dragonfire, there's no way to really reach you, dude. I wish there was. Get your hands out of the pockets. Get your hands out of the pockets. Yeah, I remember seeing this one too. This was one that we watched a while ago. And this is now changing. There's a new thing they're doing now, which is
They hit the inside wall. They roll over, get me EMS started. Got the number 3 lane shut down. Can you get out? Come on out. Come out this way, right here. Come out this way. Can you come out? Yeah. Hold on a minute. Can you get out your passenger door? Here, I'm gonna move this. Watch your head. Why didn't you stop? Because I didn't feel like it was safe. Well, this is where you ended up. Watch your head.
well, this is where you ended up, is what he said.
I got plenty of room right here. Are you the only one in the vehicle? Yes. Okay. Well, ma'am, you've got to pull over when we stop. It doesn't matter, ma'am. Come on out. I've got an ambulance coming for you.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, Sheila. Come on, can you come out?
It doesn't matter, is what he said.
I know. Can you try to make the seat lean back?
I did. I pushed it back as far as it would go. Because it was lifted up as far as it'll go back.
Like he has no remorse for what he's done. He doesn't feel bad at all.
Oh my gosh.
And all you have to do, she's got blood all over. Here, grab your blood right here. Come on out, can you?
I'm trying. Oh my gosh. Thought it would be safer to wait until the exit.
No, ma'am. You should pull over when law enforcement stops you, okay? You were running 84 miles an hour, and I was trying to get you to stop. And then when I pulled up alongside of you, you saw the state trooper, you looked over at me.
Because I could barely see.
Let's go over here.
I lost my shoe.
Okay, I will take care of that. Go sit down over here, okay?
Let's be over the road.
Sit down right there. We call it a pit maneuver when people flee from us or don't stop from us. That's what happened.
It's just ridiculous. She didn't speed up to 100. She slowed down to 30 or 40 miles an hour, and she was looking for the exit.
Okay, do you need to sit down since you're pregnant? All you had to do was pull over. Can you please call my husband? Yeah, we'll take care of that. Where do you need? You have your cell phone on, please. Do you mind calling? You could hit like star 67 and it'll block the call. What's his number? 501. Oh my God. 501. 2596.
Poor dude's probably still getting prank phone calls.
13 the right. It's got minor scrapes on it.
She just has minor scrapes on her, but she is pregnant, though. Step it up. You know, it would be one thing if he had a single ounce of worry or care in his voice. He was just monotone. Well, you know, you got to stop for police. Like, there was no, he didn't give a rat's ass about her or her baby or anything that he could have ruined for her. He was like, well, you know, you didn't stop when I said she wasn't running. And they wonder why people call them pigs. They wonder why. Because even when you're dead wrong and you pit maneuvered a pregnant woman, look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Just so absolutely terrible. Wonder why they call you pigs, bro?
Excuse me. I'm good. I'm never getting you.
I'm also going flag. Oh, in the back of my car.
Back up.
My car.
I'm sorry.
Sit in my car.
Trevon.
You guys go.
We about to wait for the
You gotta go home.
Oh.
Start walking.
No, the bus right here.
Doesn't that remind you of like every time you were a kid and there was a dickhead cop? Nothing's changed. I'm 50 years old now. Go back 40 years when I was just a little kid, same thing.
You guys go.
We about to wait for
You
the
gotta go home.
Oh.
Start walking.
No, the bus right here. The bus stop right here.
All right, what's going on out here, right?
Well, look at the badge number.
Look at it. Yeah, didn't do anything wrong, right?
Uh-huh. You'll see that? Exactly. Look at her badge number too. Oh, that's so cute.
The kids hate the cops. He's shaking down young black men just randomly.
Why they put him in the car? For nothing. You know how they do, bro. Keep it, bro. Hold on. What happened? Keep it, bro. What he do? Let me see your phone real quick. What they getting arrested? Let me see your phone, please. No, look at it. You call my mom? No, look at it.
Good for her. No, I'm recording. No, I'm recording.
Like you got balls, please. Wait, what happened? Nothing. He just rolled up on him. I would have got back, bro. They probably thought he was somebody else. That's Javon. And the bus right there. He innocent, bro. Our bus coming. And the bus right there. Oh my goodness. The bus right there. The bus right there. You gotta get home. All right. What behind you? Excuse me, officer. She don't know.
We're just waiting for the three.
Me.
just cops being absolute dicks to kids, just treating them like they don't matter, treating them like they're shit. Just cops being dicks. I mean, what you saw there, I remember one time a cop followed us. I was in college, maybe 20 years old. This cop harassed us up one side and down the other, followed us around wherever we went. It was absolutely horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And there was these dickhead cops just like this guy. You know, it was I got a video. I don't know if you guys want to watch this or not, but I thought this is like the epitome of like wrong. I guess you would say, to me, this is the epitome of wrong. This guy harasses this family and records it. And you know, I think there is a time that you have to defend yourself. I think there comes the time you have to defend yourself. And I feel like in this video, I definitely would have defended myself. I mean, you guys watch it. It's a huge piece of shit. Forces random family into confrontation by threatening to steal their food.
What's going on? You guys having like a moment?
Looks like a father and a daughter at the park enjoying their day.
Mind if I bathe in the moment with you?
And then the psychopath who made this video edited in like, mind if I bathe in this moment with you, and puts this weird CGI graphic on there.
A little bit. Join you?
We were kind of having a private conversation.
What's going on?
Private conversation, man.
What are you talking about?
I can't tell you. And no offense, we really appreciate to have a quiet moment here. Yeah.
Why?
All right?
He's with his daughter.
Why can't I join?
Because we don't want to.
We're in the public park.
Yeah, I understand. And I realize that for some reason you're probably recording this. And
I am.
Yeah, but we would like to.
You look fucked up, and she looks fucked up.
No, nobody's fucked up.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm sorry. And I don't
Beat.
think you are,
Fucked up. Can I have some of your food?
No, I would like.
Why?
We'd ask you. We'd like you to leave.
Can I have just a bite?
No, please leave.
Can I just have a bite? I didn't do anything.
I'm not sure what social experiment you're doing. And
I'm not.
Did you guys notice something? Did you notice this? This is what weirded me out about this video. Like at one point, because they're having she
yeah, but
she reaches in her bag and grabs her mask, and she puts on her
look
mask.
fucked up.
She puts on a mask,
And she looks fucked up.
and then he has a mask.
No, nobody's fucked
Yeah,
up.
you do.
No, I'm sorry. And I don't
Beat.
think you are.
He's got a mask just sitting right there. You got a mask? Do you got a mask? I don't got a mask. I don't got a mask. If someone starts filming me and like rah 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 you right? There's no mask for me to grab. Like I don't know what kind of. Do you have a mask? I'm just put a 1 in the chat if you do not have a mask. Put a 1 if you do not have a mask. Put a 2 if you do have a mask right there next to you, and you can just grab it and put on your mask.
Fucked up. Can I have some of your food?
No, I would like.
Why?
We'd ask you. We'd like you to leave.
Can I have just a bite?
No, please leave.
Can I just have a bite? I didn't do anything.
I'm not sure what social experiment you're doing, and
I'm
I'm
not.
find success with it.
You are beaten fucked up.
I would prefer it if you left.
That's why I came over here. I came over here to lighten the mood.
No, our mood was great.
Just give me a piece of cheese.
No,
Come on.
dude,
Just
dude,
just give me
get
a
any
piece.
closer.
Just
I'm going to forcibly push you back.
give me the cheese.
No, dude, get away. Dude, what the fuck is your problem?
Give me the cheese. What are you doing?
Fuck away from our shit.
What? I just want some cheese.
Dude, get away.
You trying to give me the
Leave
fuck
us
to your
alone.
face?
Try to take
I want
our
some
stuff.
cheese.
Dude, get away.
Bro, I just want some
Stop
cheese.
touching our stuff. Dude, no. No, you're
I'm
touching
going
our
for
shit.
the
No,
cheese.
dude.
I think it's weird how the guy put in the CGI stuff and the artificial intelligence stuff. I think he's just the guy who made this video is creepy.
Someone, dude, this is our shit, all right? I don't want
Give
to
me
hurt
some
you.
cheese.
I don't want to hurt you, but please leave.
What is going on?
You're trying to take our shit.
No, I'm
Please
not.
leave.
You look fucked up.
Phantom Fedor Atheist 420 summoned.
Oh, please leave. All right, please, dude, please leave. All right? Please leave.
Why are you touching me?
I'm touching you because you're trying to steal our property.
You look so gay, dude.
Great, I'm way gay. I don't care.
You're a faggot.
Great, I'm a
Whoa.
I want some cheese.
Move along, please.
Wow, this dude, what a waste of talent and time.
Dude, what is your problem? Dude, what is the fucking problem? Dude, leave us alone, all right? Get the fuck out of here. Get a cop. Dude, please leave, dude. Please.
The cop's not going to come and help you.
Please leave. Please leave. I don't care what you're doing. This is our property.
My assigned agent.
All right? Please.
I want some cheese.
We're asking you nicely. Dude, leave us alone. All right? Get the hell out of here.
I just wanted some cheese.
I don't care. Get out of here.
That was so weird. That was such a weird. I don't know about you, but I was like, that is so weird. Like, why would you spend your time doing that? And how did I ever have to see it? Like, that's how did it ever come across my desk? Like, what in the world? That's the kind of filth that floats along the bottom of the internet with cops shooting, raping, beating, maiming, killing, charging, arresting, turn around, squat, coughing. that's the kind of famunda. Does anybody know what famunda is? Does anybody know what famunda is? It's the famunda. Does anybody know what the famunda is? Anybody? Does anybody know what the famunda is? The famunda. Let's see if anybody knows what famunda is. Jeff Millman, what is famunda? Famunda cheese? Famunda cheese? It's kind of like Gouda. So, okay. So cool. The numbers are growing on X. It's cool to see people coming over from X. Oh, James said no mask. It could be scripted over on X. That could have been a scripted whole show right there. So here's the thing. I've built up to start to build Constitutional Law Scholar. And I'm just going to film it. I think I'm just going to film it live and just let it play and let you guys see what it looks like for me to just build it out. The game Constitutional Law Scholar. It will be done. Like I'm just going to build it, Jennifer Hill. I'm just going to build it. Let me check my email and see if anybody for free trifolds, people who email me for tree trifolds. For tree trifolds. And then Wesley in Indiana, did you want print at home trifolds? Is that what you wanted? I saw that you did an order, but Wesley, did you want print at home trifolds? I'm not sure if you did or not. So this is from Speed Racer. Speed Racer, I don't have a first name or a last name for you. But I will tell you what, Speed Racer in Texas, that narrows it down for you, doesn't it? You can find that person now. Speed Racer in Texas. I will send this out to Texas. Can you send me an email with I'll send you a free trifold. I will send you off a free trifold. Let's see what we got here. Speed Racer, you sent your address. Okay. We got Wesley, a new order. Wesley, are you still in the crowd right now, Wesley? That's so cool that we still have 400 people coming, and it's coming from Twitter now. There's a bigger audience on Twitter, which is crazy because I go over here and I'm like, yo, what is up over here on Twitter? But the chat is not the same. It's not one of those. I just see James over there. I just see Joe W. That is so strange. That is so strange. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. We just have to make sure we keep going as I build out Constitutional Law Scholar. For those of you guys who are on Team DLZ, thank you so much for your support, because that's what I'm going to do to keep. I'm just going to keep on giving little stuff there, little videos every day there. And I'm just going to shoot this constitutional law scholar here. Bill, nice to see you guys. Remember, today's 2 for 1. Nice to see you, Just Willie. Today's 2 for 1 trifolds. Jim, anybody else email me for a free trifold? Let me see who else. Inquiry form from Daniel. Daniel S. Daniel S. Take a screenshot. I got you, Daniel. I will send you a free trifold. I will send you a free trifold. So there that is. Do I have anybody else for the free trifolds? Let me just get that out of the way here. Chevy, thank you, brother. Appreciate your support. What's the matter, you? Levi Audits, thank you for coming, brother. Bill Sheets, Just Willie, Lacey, so good to see everybody. Northeast Colorado Cop Block. Nice, you're caught up. You just got caught up and I'm getting the lost fool. Oh yeah, the print at home trifolds are great to laminate because they're black and white. They don't cost you very much on your printing at home. And then you laminate them and they'll last forever. Forever and ever and ever. Jenna Weeks was here. Jeff, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. I know Steve Conkler was here. I know Scott was here. I know AMG Stealth. What's up, AMG Stealth? How are you? Jeff Millman. Joel Jeffus is here. What's going on, Joel? Good to see you. What's the matter, you? Grateful Dabs, Jennifer Hill, Greg, Bruce, Mikey, V. Boyer was here. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? I plead the fifth was here earlier. I got to get the flock out of here. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to keep going. It's Saturday night. I'm going to live stream it. What could go wrong? If you're going to be online later, I was going to live stream it last night. I just got too tired and fell asleep after the Mike Tyson fight, which, by the way, who saw the Mike Tyson fight? The Mike Tyson fight, like I told my buddies, as much as we want Mike to win, you don't have the same reflexes at 58 that you do when you're 20. You just don't. So I didn't think, you know what I mean? Greg B, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? I'm just going to build this game out during my live. I'm just going to live stream it vertically and see if people will watch. That's all I can do. I got to get the flock out of here. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Later, Gators.